All right, welcome back to the channel. So let's see, we have a nice little elimination bracket, double elimination real quick. I need to get ready, get the chat up and all that good stuff. All right, who do we got playing round one here? Scrub for Life and Black Sanji, Spore, Crops. I haven't seen Crops play in a very long time. I kind of want to see that. Let's see that. So we're at the end of the year, and this is the time when people are trying to get their invite for the IMNerd Winners Ball, which is coming up, what, December 20th? Let me look at my calendar. Yeah, December 20th. So that's going to be an invitation only tournament where the only way to play in it is if you win. You need to win a tournament in my server. That is the only way you can have access to it, but it is a $300 starting cash prize, which will scale, you know, if we get donations and stuff like that. But $300 donated from the pockets of moi. And oh shit, where did that just go? That was weird. I just saw them. Oh, maybe something went wrong. Okay. I want to get the chat in a second. I just want to find the duel that I'm looking for. I'll put this on in the meantime, but oh, there we go. Here they are. Okay, I'm going to mute this. I'll move this over here so it doesn't close. So I'll just have that one aside. Let's refresh this. Just getting set up still, I feel like. Okay, I'm almost ready. Why is nobody ready? All right, I am officially ready to live stream. How's it going, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is very fucking cold where I live in Philadelphia. I think the temperature right now is 30 degrees. It might be 29, so it's very fucking cold here. So I went to the gym. I just got back from the gym. I showered, and now I'm here. So I feel like, you know, I'm nice and warm in my place, and yeah. It was very cold outside. What's up, TJ? What's up, D-Blast? I'm always bluffing. Fraser looked at my YouTube Wrapped, and you're my most watched channel, and I'm in the top 1% of watchers. I'm not surprised. Thank you for the support. Happy Friday. What's up, Tim? I'm sick with strep throat, so I'm not able to stick around, but wanted to stop by and say hi to everyone. Hello, Enrage. What's up, Legendary Hershey Bar? So tomorrow, I also want to say this. Even though I won't be streaming it tomorrow, there is an LCQ for Edison Worlds happening in Format Library's Discord server. So if you don't know, this is happening as well. Where is my OBS? Here we go. They're having this tomorrow. So Saturday, December 6th, 11 a.m. my time. So whatever that converts to you, this is Eastern time though. Each LCQ is an entry fee of $12 or $10 if you do PayPal, friends and family. And it's just like what we did last week where I streamed it on Friday and Saturday. It's the same exact thing. They're doing 3 and 4. I will not be streaming the one tomorrow, but I probably will be streaming the one on Sunday morning. There's another one on Sunday morning as well. So if you want to play in Worlds, which is the biggest tournament in terms of like prestige this year, you should try to, you know, get your invite. I think top 4 get their invites in those last chance qualifiers, as you saw last week. So there's that. Anywho, Beast Beats is playing Ojamas, I guess. And what just happened? Did this not resolve? When this card is destroyed by battle. I guess it didn't resolve? I don't know what happened. But yeah, so tonight, just this is a regular Edison local. There's no special cards or anything like that, just a regular Edison local. I imagine that a lot of the people in this local are trying to get their invite. The funny thing is there are a lot of people in this tournament who already have their invite. I would say most of the people in this tournament have their invite already. So one thing about IMNerd, our Discord server, is that it's pretty competitive, and the people don't give a fuck if they cock block you from getting your invite. They want to win. They want to win the local. They want to get the money, the Chipotle money and everything. And I kind of love that energy. Like, I think, you know, if you want your invite, you got to fight for it. So there you go. But this is a very interesting deck. You guys know I'm doing the Jank series next year as well, and I've been working on the ban list this week. Me and my group, The House, and the Macro Show, I've been talking with basically like 6 different people about it, and just ultimately the final decision is mine on everything in terms of like what is going to be banned and what is not going to be banned and all that stuff. Everything is my final decision, but I've been consulting with a couple different people about it, and I'm really happy with the way it's shaping up so far. Like, I've gotten some very good like things that almost slipped through the cracks, where people will be like, oh, we should probably do something about this, and I'm like, oh, that's fair. So, but yeah, that's shaping up really well. End of the year, you know, I cannot wait for next year. Honestly, I'm so excited for the Jank series. Ojama Country. Once returned, you can send one Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon one Ojama monster from your graveyard. Okay, then while you control an Ojama, switch the attack and defense of all monsters on the field. So this card is actually very interesting. Yeah, this is a very interesting card. I mean, like, frogs. You know, I'm always thinking about frogs. Dupe Frog and Substitute being 2000 attack is crazy. Like, that's my immediate thought. And then Monarchs being 1000 attack is like wild. Like, Monarchs are like little Sangans. Granted, the Monarch's out this card, but you know. Ojama Frog. Listen, I would not doubt that it's playable. I feel like you can put Gear Town and Ojama Countries, Terraformings, and a Mausoleum of the Emperor, some frogs, some Ojamas, and maybe you'll get like a 45 card deck that actually does function somehow. Your frogs just become fucking huge. Like, you dupe block your opponent, but it's not funny anymore because the dupe frogs are in attack mode and they're 2000 each. Maybe I'll build it. Maybe I'll make the fucking deck. Just make an absolute rant of a deck. 45 rookie numbers. Hey, Ponce, I'm the guy who actually played with 60, okay, at my last tournament, so I know a thing or two about going above 45. Teach me how to cook Ojamas. It's not funny anymore as if the opponent had fun before. That's true. That is true. It's not like they were having fun when the dupe frogs were in defense mode. But it's just kind of like, oh shit, they're attacking me now? Like, you know, when I start attacking you with dupe frogs, it's kind of like, all right, I'm putting you on a very specific clock because you're probably at like 1100 or something. And then it becomes very relevant that you're getting attacked by dupe frogs. But typically they're just in defense. But if they have 2000 attack, they're always in attack. You can't attack me, but they can attack you. It's just very fucked. This is my country. Ojama Country. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people's YouTube Wrapped, as I call it, Spotify Wrapped. You know, Apple Music has their own version. Basically just a summary of everyone's content consumption this year. And I noticed that the IMNerd channel was in a lot of people's top most watched thing in 2025, which is really nice. I appreciate every single person that either tagged us or like shared that with us. That's really cool to see. And then some of the numbers are crazy. Like, it's like you watch 300 videos from IMNerd this year, and I'm like, holy shit. So that is very good. It's very good that you guys fuck with us that much. And also, I don't even know how we keep up with this output, like the constant stream of content every single week for the last couple of years. Like, it's kind of crazy. But here we are. The Ojama deck always ends up with so much card advantage because if you ever touch this thing, they can add 2 cards to their hand. So this guy's like a Pot of Greed like effect, right? It's a card that when it goes to the grave, you add 2 cards to your hand. So literally +1. I don't know why I thought it added 3, but adding 2 is also just very good. Maybe I'm thinking of Harpies with the, is it called Hysteric Party? No, it's like Harpy's Sign or something, Hysteric Sign or whatever. That one that if it gets popped, it adds like 3 Harpies to your hand. You guys know what I'm talking about. You love Oja magic. Just run Ojama blue and country for your sanity, no vanillas. So just blue and country, but then blue, I guess you could do that because it searches this. Because like, what do these do? Like, is there, let me read this. If this card is sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, add 1 each. Oh, this adds fucking 3 things to your hand. Okay, I was thinking like, am I crazy? No, it's this card that does that. If this card is sent from your hand or field to the graveyard. Wait, so if you use a discard trap, this will add 3 things to your hand? Interesting. Huh. I saw my stats for consumption of your content. It was goddamn, I didn't even realize they put out this much content, let alone I'd watch all of it. Just need to have 1 of each in your deck, which is the bad part. Yeah, it can't. I noticed that it's not like up to or whatever, or it's not like you can add 1 of, you know, whatever. Like, it's mandatory that you add all 3, so you do need all 3 in order for it to work, which is your incentive to play multiple copies of them, and they're pretty bad fucking cards. So, oh, his deck is big, actually. There's 6 cards here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so it's a 60 card deck. Honestly, I don't like, is it on the, is deck out on the table? Is it on the table? I'm looking at the deck sizes, 14 cards to 46 cards, right? Like, is deck out on the table? Okay, maybe not. Depends on what these are. What a threatening or a hurt. I guess you can't use Wing Blast because they have double Arcus, which is like OD. Double Arcus. Double Arcus. Double Arcus. Double Arcus. So what do we got? Celestia for game here. There has to be like a bunch of different ways. What if Crops plays Battle Fader though? Right? Like, what if they just Battle Fader? Like, Fader would be crazy. Morphing Jar number 2. Morphing Jar number 2 one time. Oh shit. Okay, wait, it's actually just not funny anymore. That is a very, very good answer right here. Also, this is another monster that is like Dupe Frog. It has 2,000 attack with Ojama Country on the field. Yeah, you take 800 for crashing into that one. No, deck out is looking very much on the table. He mills 6 here. He's gonna have he has 1 more turn. I was thinking of what big ass he could have, and Spy was not on the list. Yeah, I did not expect Spy. Spy's annoying because even next turn you have to clear this big one here, and then he could put more cards on the field. Heavy Storm is gone. There is a JD left. Okay, there's not a JD left. So yeah, we're in a spot. We're in a spot of all time right now. If these monsters don't leave the field, they lose next turn. So at this point, Beast Beats really just needs to survive. Like, he literally just needs to survive. Wait, what? I swear he had an invite. What is going on? Oh, wait, maybe not. No, wait, that's bullshit. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Can I buy into the winner's ball? You can. You can absolutely buy into the winner's ball. For the low price of $200. Lightsworn player has, which will go straight to the prize pool, by the way. I do not want the money. Lightsworn player has Plague Spreader engraved to potentially slow down the clock. Plague Spreader does help a lot. What's happening here? Oh shit, these are beasts. No, this is not a what if tournament. This is a regular Edison tournament. When it's a what if tournament, you'll know from the thumbnail. Oh yeah, Rebirth. I gotta get back on Rebirth. Also, I just realized that this says format library at the bottom of the thing, so let me get rid of that. That is not format. It's not format library today. But tomorrow is format library. They're having LCQs, so just keep that in mind. What if Ojamas? Bro, did he Black Rose? He did Black Rose. Okay, so now we're gonna go for... Maybe he felt like he had the Black Rose because the Arceus prevented him from using discard traps. It's actually kind of crazy how close this game is, because Lightsworn is definitely a tier 1.5 Edison deck, like... And Ojamas is like a tier 4 Edison deck. Or at least I think it is. I'm starting to wonder now. But I assume it's not very good, especially he's playing 60 cards, which I can't talk. My last tournament I played 60 cards, so... Like, there's no shot Lightsworn loses to, like, a jank deck, right? Like, there's no way, right? I didn't think it was even... It's not tiered. To be clear, I've never had Ojamas on any of my tier lists. I've never had... Ojama has not been on... If you look at all of my tier list videos, I have never had Ojamas on my tier list, so... Until now. Exactly, Harrison. Until now. Ojamas. I do have to put out a tier list video soon too. I'm gonna do one before Worlds. Worlds is on Worlds is next week, actually. Shit. Yeah, I guess I gotta do that like now. Like this week. Yeah, no, Worlds is Worlds is next week, the 13th. So yeah, I'll be doing a tier list video. I probably will record it on Sunday. That seems like the best day to record. Oh, but then I want to stream the LCQ on Sunday. We'll just have to figure it out. We will just have to figure it out, chat. But yeah. Which Ojama would I be? Ojama, probably Ojama Blue. Oh, Blue seems really dope. Like, I like Blue's energy. You know, he looks a little sass. Like, he got a little sass to him. And he has, like, the slanty eyes. Like, I kind of have, like... I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have pretty, like, slanty eyes as well. Yeah, I fuck with Blue's energy. Oh, this is a turn of events. Cyber Dragon. I did not see that coming. We're going to use Wing Blast. And we're going to rid ourselves of the Cyber Dragon. We're going to keep... We're going to keep the Plague Spreader on the field, but he has not normal summon yet, I assume, so this could be a normal summon. And it is. Also, Wing Blast is kind of counterintuitive right now because deck out is a win condition and the clock is now longer. Oh no. Oh no.
Bruh.
Yo, that thing is 400 attack. Oh, bro, that was...
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
You hate to see
Have you
that.
gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming?
If you hate to see it, like the stream. And if you love this, honestly, if you love to see it, like, because I know some of you fucking love to see it. And some of you is me. I fucking love seeing misplays. Misplays turn me on. Misplays make me go a little like that. That's how I feel. Like when I see a good, like a real good misplay like that, like just like a face first misplay, it just kind of like really gets the blood flowing, you know? So game one goes to Ojamas. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. Not gonna lie, it was pretty hot to watch. Exactly. I felt like that was pretty hot. Like, that was pretty hot to see. Gotta be honest. Oh, I'm in advanced format. I was like, why do I not recognize a single name? I was in advanced format, so confused just now. I was like, I don't recognize literally anyone. Misplays turn me on as wild. Is it wild though? Are we kink shaming? Listen, I don't shame people for their kinks, all right? Brandon Craig, thank you for the $5. Please fix my role. Brandon, you have the tournament winner role. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean party member. Okay. You're listed as NPC. Hold on, I thought you were talking about tournament winner, but no. Okay, I will fix that role. That is a role that I can fix. I was like, you've already won a tournament. What more do you want from me? Why can I not take your NPC role away? At least not right here. I can do it elsewhere though. Let's see. Server settings. Actually, isn't there a members thing? There's a members thing. I'm just going to type in black. Here you are. Where's the X button at on rolls? Bro, it is not letting... Okay, wait. I'm just going to do this the other way. I'm just going to do server set. I just do server settings, go to roles, and I'll look at everybody who's an NPC role, and I'll just take you out of that. I have the power. I simply have the power. Okay, remove Black Sanji from role NPC. Look at this. Today is your last day as an NPC. Look at this. Remove Black Sanji from role NPC. Boom. Done. Gone. Alright. Just leave it. I am dual role. No, you're not dual role. Okay? You are now a tournament winner, a party member, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. These are your roles. And know your role. Or shut your mouth. A wise man once said. A wise man who, when he used to wear $500 shirts, or maybe they were $5,000 shirts. What did? Oh God, oh God, why is this a cat target? I am He-Man, TJ. I am pro kink shaming. Y'all need to chill out. See, no, I do not kink shame unless if your kink is, as long as it doesn't involve someone who's not a consenting adult, I don't kink shame. But some kinks are disgusting. But anyway, hard to believe we are a week away from not from real worlds. This is so shady. Y'all are so shady. Not real being capitalized. I am not. Y'all are shady. Okay, y'all are y'all are being shady. DD Crazy Beast, and he had the honest. It would have been a cook if he didn't have the honest. What the fuck is this list? Yo, so I'm gonna have Beast Beats on Teach Me How to Cook whenever he reminds me that he, like, you know, whenever he reminds me that we were supposed to teach me how to cook literally like 10 months ago. I told him to follow up with me and he didn't do it. And then it just got lost. It just got fucking lost. It just got lost. Oh no. Who's messaging me? He's been in the kitchen making the best recipe. I mean, I think weirdly that this deck isn't like unplayable. That's, you know, that's what I'll say. Like, I don't think it's unplayable. But we'll see. We'll see. Teach him how to cook. Teach him how to cook either elevates a deck or it exposes a deck, right? Like, some decks are just like, damn, this deck really fucking sucks. And then some decks are like, you know what? This has potential. Like, this could be real. Like, we should respect this list. Not me getting notifications from a Patreon. Summon Cat. Cat good. Yo, he drew Cat twice and 60 cards. I would be a little tight if I was creating chaos. I would be just like, just a little tight. Just like a tad. Like, you know, like a smidge tight. Oh no, not these getting in. Not these getting in. Now I will say, I always think that when somebody goes Cat for double Arabellum and they don't convert these, it's actually not that bad. Like, it always seems worse than it is, but this is not that bad. Because if you look at what's going to happen, right? He's going to have he's going to pass with 3 cards, and then he's going to draw to 3 cards, right? So it's like, oh well, he's about to convert it. Fuck me. Fuck me. But when they don't convert it, it's really not that bad. And I stand by that. A lot of people just go Cat, double Arabellum, and they're like, oh man, I win. I take 2 cards out of your hand. I'm like, bro, I'm playing frogs. You're not even close to winning. Like, you can rip me for 2, and it's not, I won't even feel it. I remember when I first started playing frogs in 2023, and this is when people were still playing Cat decks. And I would get caught by Cat all the time, and I would just win every single time without even like it coming close. Like, I was in no danger of losing. And it's like, yeah, there's a clear difference in our decks now. But you know, summon Cat, Cat good. We do got cats in the if you are a member, you get access to summon Cat, Cat good. The emoji. Summon Cat, Cat good. Exactly, Matt. All that for a drop of blood, exactly. Summon Cat, Cat good. Summon Cat, Cat good. Summon Cat, Cat good. Summon Cat. It's Cat good. Summon Cat, Cat good. I summon Kate. Look at it. That is so fucking cute. I can't even lie. This is like the cutest card in Yu-Gi-Oh to me. Look at that thing. Look at the eyes. I love cats, by the way. Like, I always grew up with a cat in my household. I don't have a cat now. I'm also allergic to cats. This is like I have a very complicated relationship with cats. But I love cats. But I am allergic to them. But I've always had one. Except now. Hamster's okay. Hamster's not as cute as Rescue Cat, though. It's not even close. Like, if Cat is at the top, if Cat is number 1, Hamster is like far, far below the cuteness of Rescue Cat. Like, far below. Like, I don't know what's actually second, but this is a high first for me.
Good evening, Edison formats.
You scared me. I gotta remember. Okay, let me put you. You're not coming out of the right place. That's the first problem. Okay, headphones. There we go. How's it going, Stango?
Hello. How you being all scared?
Well, your voice came out of my speakers at like max volume, and I just was not ready for that. But now I'll put your volume at 100%, and now you're coming out of my headphones, which now the stream will be able to hear you properly. What's up, Evolution? It is not morning. I don't know where the fuck you are. Are you in Japan? Like, are you in Japan? I mean, because I'm going to Japan again in a couple months.
I believe I said good morning as a bit.
Oh, you did? Okay. I didn't even hear you.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You startled me, but I didn't hear you. You're in New York. But yeah, here we are. Stardust plus Shining Angel. I don't know what's happening, but game one, Ojama's decked out Lightsworn. Or not decked him out. Actually, how did he win? He actually won because the opponent made Flamvel Curzius, the extra deck guy, and they attacked into an Ojama blue, but they didn't realize that the field spell switches the attack and defense of all monsters.
Interesting.
Flamvel has 400 defense, so it was 400 attack at that time. The day is young, and it is indeed time to duel. I agree.
It's time to duel. By the way, I got that deck list for that idea that you said the other day.
Like a Sky Striker deck list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I mean, it couldn't be hard to find. You could just find one on 4. I could have found one for your format library in like 2 seconds.
You know, funnily enough, for some reason, and I'm gonna double check it again. Maybe format library was just having a little minor glitch, but I couldn't find any deck lists for it. It was like every time I loaded a tournament, they just didn't have anything on there with them. Like I was trying to find like the original like actual format. Like there was a YCS London winner in toss format. I had to like look up his YouTube video because it just doesn't have the deck list there for whatever reason.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I just found, because there's a format called Sky Striker, so there's that. There's a full format, and I just found the most recent tournament, which was on August 20th, 2025. And I do see a true Draco Sky Striker deck, but then I also see a straight up Sky Striker deck, just like no true Draco at all. No
frills?
Yeah, no frills. And it has triple engage. It has all Card of the Mize, which I didn't even know was a thing, but apparently Beast Beat's actually 2-0 Lightsworn, bro, with 60 card Ojamas. I cannot wait for this Teach Me How to Cook. I cannot wait.
Not to teach me how to cook Ojamas.
Yes, it's happening. It was supposed to happen 10 months ago. Let me check our DMs. It like literally, we were supposed to record this, I want to say early in the year, and what was it? He messaged me on March 23rd. So it's been 9 months. So I was close. I've been saying 10 months. It's been 9 months. But 9 months ago, we were supposed to record Teach Me How to Cook. And I told him, you got to follow up with me because I have so many things going on in general that if you do not, it's just not going to happen. Like, I'm just telling you, it just won't happen. And it didn't. And it didn't. So
look at it not happening.
Look at it not happening.
Sometimes things just don't happen.
Yeah. And it's okay. Sometimes the timing is off. You know, we're doing a jank circuit next year. And so I feel like it's actually great that we'll be doing Teach Me How to Cook Ojamas because that's a perfect jank series. Like nothing in that deck is banned, I don't think, except Cat. Cat is banned. But like, I don't think anything else in that deck is really going to be banned. All right, so we got Tim Ponce versus Spore. Two very, very good duelists in Edison format. Two good Edison players. Ojama 2-0ing Glyceworm was not on my bingo card, though. Also, by the way, Crops is on my team. Beast Beats. He's on Ring of Destruction. He's actually a pretty solid duelist. He just likes to play jank. So maybe he'll thrive in the jank series next year. Ooh, not a great trade. Hitting a Sangan. But is, you know, the deep prison goes away. Upstart. So Frogs having 10,000 life points is always where I want to be as a Frog player, personally. Like, I love being there. Like, take me through there, take me through there.
10,000 is a good place to be.
It's a great place to be as a Frog player. There's just so much game to be played, you know?
You can start playing a little dangerous, a little life on the edge.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, I love this monster. This monster is so fucking cool. I need to pick up I need to pick up the one that they give you for YCSs. I think they give you like a special breaker, right? How much is that thing, Chad? Do y'all know? 10K is a well-fed frog. Yeah, it's a fucking DES frog. Or the D3S frog, or however you fucking... That big fat one that's like 3... It's only 50 bucks? No, I'd pay 50 bucks for these. If that's actually what it costs to get like the YCS breakers. Oh, there's a Worlds breaker too? I don't know if I got Worlds breaker money, alright? Maybe I can ask for that as a birthday gift. Maybe that could be like my next birthday, you know, like next year. Edison will still be around, right? I'm on the edge of glory. Love that song. I love Gaga.
The edge, the edge, the edge, the edge.
See, you know.
The edge.
I'm on the edge. Oh shit, it's the two Ultimate Offering duelists against each other right now. That is very interesting. Wait, can both players use this? Or no? No, never mind. I guess that'll make this card bad.
Not you saying can both players use Ultimate Offering.
I had to check.
That was like a Luke Feeney moment where you just like, yeah, this card must just do this thing that no one's on.
Because Mausoleum of the Emperor allows you both to do the thing. So I was like, oh, I wonder if Ultimate Offering is the same. I don't know why, but I kind of have a Mandela effect where this card used to allow both players to do this. And it has to just be straight up Mandela effect.
Yeah, that's some backyard Yu-Gi-Oh! You'd be like, it says you, I'm you.
Oh, shit. I'm you is crazy because Gary could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick starts that mistranslation. Oh, wait, there is a version that says that?
Let's take a look.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Am I actually not, like, crazy?
Let's look at some erratas. Let's look at some erratas. It's had a lot of printings.
See? All right. That's already a, you know, that's the beginning.
Oh, yeah. So, the starter deck Yugi... Yeah, the starter deck Yugi, the first original printing, its text said, at the cost of 500 life points per monster, a player is allowed to extra normal summon or set.
Yeah, and that was interpreted as both of us.
And what's even crazier is that you could do Ultimate Offering at any point in the duel. You could do it in draw phase, you can do it in end phase.
Oh, it didn't say phases?
Yeah, it literally says, at the cost of 500 lives per player, a player is allowed to extra normal summon or set. That's literally what it says. Band for band, bar for bar.
Oh, so it was just unhinged when it was printed. All right, well, I'm glad that I'm not... I'm glad to know that I'm just old and not crazy.
Yeah, definitely old.
Yeah, I'm just old. Right, TJ? I'm just old. Like, I'm just old, but I'm not crazy. I thought that I straight up Mandela effect that, like, Ultimate Offering being able to be used by both players. 40, right? Oh, yeah, I'm 40. Let's go with that. Let's go with 40. How you been, Stinger? Yeah. What have you been up to? You went to locals this week?
No. Locals for me, because I think there is something Tuesday, but I work, you know, 11 to 8, so
yeah.
I can't really do that. Sunday is usually when I go, so I'm going to go this Sunday. I'm still waiting for some cards, so I'm probably going to have to show up with proxies again, but that's all good.
Listen, if your locals allows proxies, I love that, because honestly, who has money to spend on modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards every time they fucking print or change something?
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily that, like, I don't have them, they're just... You know, they're in the winds. You know, they're gonna come in my mail when they decide. I think one of the craziest things about like ordering Yu-Gi-Oh cards is that you just don't know when they're gonna come. like unless you like just pay extra money, which is ridiculous. They'll just like the standard operating procedure is just like it'll get there when it gets there.
Yeah,
like that's just what we deal with.
And I kind of accepted it when I ordered $6,000 worth of cards in 2022 when I got into Edison format, and I remember it was 183 packages, and every day my mailbox would just be filled with shit, and I didn't know who sent what. I didn't know who didn't send. It was just like, I'm just hoping that everything is here. Like, I wasn't really checking, I'm gonna be honest, because it was too much. But I ordered every deck. So I would order like not three Luminas, but actually no, because Luminas were nothing. I think they were probably like 15 cents or some bullshit. So I was like, sure, I'll order 3 Ultra Luminas, 3 Ultra Wolves, 3 Ultra Celestias, 3 Erins, 3 Lilas, 3, and then it would be like, now I'm gonna order 3 Gear Frames, 3 Fortresses, 3 Force, 3 Ancient Gear Golem, 3, like just everything, 3 Shoras, 3 Boras, 3 Sirocco's, and I just ordered 3 of every single playable deck in 2022 at the time. And I just remember getting over 100 packages from different people, and it went on for months. Like, this went on, I would come home to fucking mail like an absurd amount of just like little envelopes, and I did, again, like you said, it was just whatever. Like, some people would send up, you know, it would show up like 2 weeks later. Some people it would show up the same week I ordered it. Some people didn't show up.
Yeah, some just don't show up.
Sometimes they just don't show up. I do remember one time I did get fucked, but I bit the bullet. So I ordered 3 arm wings. I wanted super arm wings. This is back in, I think, 2022, maybe 2023, but I ordered 3 arm wings, and they all came from different people because no one had 3 arm wings to sell me. Because I usually, even if I have to pay a little bit more, I will buy 3 of something, pay a little bit more to just get it from one person. But in this case, for whatever reason, I had to buy 3 separate arm wings from 3 different vendors. And I had gotten so used to ripping open the packages, taking the cards out, putting them on my dining room table, and then throwing the mail out, like just throwing the packages out. Well, 2 people sent their arm wing. 1 person didn't send their arm wing. The problem is, I had thrown out the packaging for the 2 that had sent. So I have 2 arm wings on my dining room table, and I'm waiting for the third. The third never shows up. It's been a month. And I'm like, wow, so this one just never showed up. But I realized, I was like, oh, fuck. I threw out the packaging. I don't know who sent. I have no idea who sent. Right? So technically, right? I was like, technically, I could just roll a die and G someone. Like, I could choose one of the sellers and be like, you're paying for my 3rd arm wing, basically. But I was like, no, yep. I will just bite the bullet. This is partially my fault. Obviously, it's the fault of the person who fucking didn't send. But, like, it's also my fault for throwing out the packaging from the other 2 vendors without even thinking about it. Because I had, up to that point, everything had gone so smoothly. Even though I ordered 183 packages, honestly, 99% of it came. So I wasn't used to, like, getting burned. And when that happened, I was like, oh, this is fucked, because I don't know which one of them did not send. And I don't want to just, like, charge someone. I think it was either $8 or $12. But I was like, I don't want to make somebody just take, like, an $8 or $12 hit because I fucking threw out the packaging. I don't know which one of you didn't send. So I just ordered another arm wing and just bit the bullet. But that was annoying. I remember just being annoyed.
Yep, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, you see what went wrong there, though? Like, I was like, okay, so next time, you just don't throw out the packaging.
Yeah, I'm still throwing away the packaging. That's never changing.
Okay.
It's just gonna be that way.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. Listen, you're me from 2022. I'm just giving everybody a little lesson about if you order the same card from multiple different people, just be prepared to, like, until you get all of them, do not throw away the packing slip, the envelope, whatever, because one of them might not send, and then it becomes awkward. But yeah, you're right, Sneo. The standard in Yu-Gi-Oh is that you order cards and they just show up one day.
Yeah, you never get to know when they're actually coming.
Yep. And tracking is too much to do on, like, you know, a $2 card or whatever, so. Pog. Pot agree, Pog. Pog. So we got Geminis versus some kind of frog deck. Ultimate Offering versus is Tim playing Ultimate Offering? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if this is an Ultimate Offering mirror match, because that's something I've never seen. MST.
MST chain. The dust shoot.
So when somebody dust shoots you, is Pro Storm here? When someone dust shoots you, why do so many people chain MST when there's one other back row next to the dust shoot? I see this very often. And like, I don't really know why. Yeah, but Mind Crush is not playable. Like nobody plays that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not even like, in my opinion, the fact that like Mind Crush is not playable, because I think Mind Crush is like fine, but like Mind Crush is not out here like that.
Yeah, it's not out.
People should be doing that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, it's playable, but like, honestly, what deck is fucking siding Mind Crush in 2025? Like, honestly, Mind Crush is so not sided in 2025. I think if I look at 40 lists that have made top 8 in a major tournament, right? If I look at 40 lists that have made top 8 in the last however many majors, like I can choose the last 5 majors and look at only top 8. Look at their side decks. I might find one Mind Crush. Yeah, I think it's a true hero. I think he's the only person siding that fucking card. I don't think a single other person in top 8 of any major of the last 5 majors is siding Mind Crush besides a true hero. If he even sided it at EWCQ, let me check if he did. I assume he did because I know he loves that card for some reason. I don't know why though, because I don't think the card is that good. Like I really don't. What am I looking for? I'm looking for events. Edison specifically. The EWCQ was, yeah, EWCQ 11. He got 4th place. And he is siding Mind Crush. I think he is literally the only person siding Mind Crush in the last 5 majors. He swore on it because DDV does shoot synergy. I mean, you know what's crazy? Like, his reasoning is not bad at all. Like, if you're playing value, you definitely do deck devastate people. You definitely dust shoot people. But like, the most successful value lists just don't play Mind Crush. Like, and value has a lot of successful lists. And none of them side Mind Crush. So that's kind of why I'm like, what matchup is Mind Crush to, you know, like what matchup do you really want the Mind Crush? Because for me, if I'm going to side a card, it needs to be a common thing that like, oh, this is a matchup that I play often, and so I want Mind Crush for this matchup. No, Aoi is just better than Mind Crush though, Ice Queen. Like Aoi, I would not compare Mind Crush to Aoi, honestly. I think Aoi is way more broken. First of all, Aoi looks at their hand. You get information. Mind Crush does not give you information, especially the way they rule. They rule that you don't get to see someone's hand. So like, that's already annoying. And then you can just be wrong. The other part is that like, you won't have information all the time. You'll just be wrong.
It's hard to also know when to set the Mind Crush, because you don't want to just have to set it where you have to like blind call it, but at some point if you don't set it soon enough, you're leaving yourself open for them to actually search where you could actually get a hit.
Yeah. And also sometimes you'll have information but it's bad. It's like a swap frog. Like a swap frog that summoned, attack, bounce, pass, and like that's your information. That's what you got. It's like, okay, so you know something in their hand, but like, who the fuck is Mind Crushing a swap frog, right? So then it's like, you have to Hail Mary call Miracle Fusion or call Caius. And I personally do not like that style of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just not my cup of tea. I'm an accountant. I like, so I'm a very, so the reason why I went into basically math as a career choice is because I like things to be definite. Is the reason why you guys don't see me playing mill decks in tournaments, right? Like I don't play value, I don't play Lightsworn because I fucking hate the idea of random mills. Like that shit is cringe to me. So whereas the decks that I play are typically like, they're just like a lot of hardcore math going on where this is my deck. I am not trying to randomly mill things. I want my deck to just function like this every game. That's what I want it to do. I don't want to be like, oh shit, this game, my fucking Mirror Force just went to the graveyard or my Heavy went to the graveyard against GBs. I don't want that. So I prefer like the guaranteed, and Mind Crush is one of those cards that's just, there's nothing guaranteed about it. So I hate it. It feels way too RNG. RNG. What's happening here? Oh dear, Tim is down bad. What frog deck is this too? I don't see any heroes. A blind crush called right on a bomb cart feels better than Sexto. I can see that. I can see that. Alex, I will speak about that in a video, in a future video. I don't feel like ranting about Transmigration Prophecy right now. But yeah, I think blind calling a card and then getting it right definitely, like, it's less impressive when it's a 3 of though. Like if you're like blind call Caius against frogs, it's like okay. Or blind call Miracle Fusion against Hero Frogs, it's like okay. If you blind call something like Brain Control though, or Dark Arm Dragon, now granted a lot of times when you do that, you're like, well, I lose to this card, so I have to call it right here because I fucking die if they have it. That's the logic a lot of the time. But if like, still, if you do it right and you just call like Brain Control and your opponent fucking has Brain Control, that does feel cracked because it is a 1 of. Oh. Bruh. Oh my fucking goodness.
Swallowed up.
Where did
Have
that
you
come
ever
from?
been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
We love a good old Starlight Road for game.
Yeah, that was rough. Now, it's not quite game yet, just because, like we said, frogs were above 8,000, which is great. Like, this amount of life points is 3,800. You could absolutely come back with frogs with 3 cards. You know, a Soul Exchange Substitute right here, and you're cooked. Oh, or something like this could help. Okay. Yugioh, take this guy, specifically that one. So, for people wondering, this Stardust cannot be taken by Yugioh Guardian because of Starlight Road. You know? So, that's why he did not go for the Stardust, because you cannot take it. Now, I am wondering, though, why... I'm assuming that she's already used, so I think that this can't do anything. And I guess this is the next biggest threat, so maybe we're just going for... Yeah, I guess that makes... Okay, I'm up to speed. I just don't trust this thing. I don't know why. Like, this thing is... Because this thing technically has the power to pop Yugioh Guardian, but, like, not this one of it. Oh, God. This is a tuner, right? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought he's about to summon this, equip Supervise to it, Synchro, make a 8. Ah. So we did need to kill the Stardust Dragon. My next tournament is in January. Okay, Spore wins with Gemini's. Spore is a fucking chef, or whoever he works with. Like I know sometimes. Oh, I want to see what's going on here. But yeah, Sport be bringing them deck lists to the tournaments, and like, I feel like I'm gonna have to invite Sport back on for teaching me how to cook, because he's definitely one of the chefs. Like him, Dion Brat, Panna, Dion Brat, Spore, Panna. Those are like 3 of the chefs, like the people who just be cooking up that goo in this format.
Sometimes you just gotta goo cook.
Goki. That deck is, I think, what scarred me from ever coming back to Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. I think the reason why I think the reason why I still don't play modern Yu-Gi-Oh is because of the Goki days in 2018. Like, I'm not even joking. I think that genuinely made me never want to come back to modern. Because you remember, I was judging Yu-Gi-Oh at that time. So like, I'm at regionals and I'm watching Furman and Jesse Cotton at the Philadelphia regionals with full power Goki, and I'm watching their turns take literally forever, and they're fucking U-linking and dropping people's hands and all this other nonsense, and I'm just like, what has this game become?
Where my country going?
Where my country going, bro? Like literally that, I think that me judging those regionals during the Goki era, the Goki, Thunder Dragon, Sky Striker, that whole year, like that, also the Pendulum FTK, not OTK, Pendulum FTK, 2018 scarred me so bad that I was like, bro, I don't think I'm ever playing this game again. Like, full power Goki is actually so outrageous. The fucking the nightmare monsters, I think they're called. Are they called nightmares? The links,
the link monsters.
Yes.
That you can like discard a card to do an effect.
Yeah, several of them ended up getting banned, I think. Like, they just were too much. The nightmares were ridiculous. They're some of the most ridiculous cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. Nightmare Goblin, Nightmare Mermaid, just ridiculous. People still use the Phoenix for generic backer removal, I noticed.
Yeah, to give modern Yu-Gi-Oh credit, it's definitely come a long way since those days. Because that was, like, right until the end.
Look
like,
at how many of these are banned, though. Like look at this. Just look at, like, they printed some abominations, bro. They printed some.
Oh yeah, the nightmare link monsters.
Bro, this is what I was talking about. Like, they printed. Also, this fucking thing is a war criminal. This thing is a war criminal, chat. This thing is a fucking war criminal.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like right now it doesn't really like do that much, but there's been formats where the card is very like ignorant, and it just needs to kind of get banned.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Chris LeBlanc was giving that to people when he won his YCS with what's that deck? Tear Elements? Yeah.
Yeah, because they would make it was.
That's not that long ago. Like just by the way, like this card has card has done war criminal shit like recently.
Yeah, no, it was kind of like with that card. The biggest problem with it in that particular format is that Sprite Link monster, but like at the same time, it's still like the Band-Aid fix where it's just like that card existing can only cause problems.
Yep. That's what I hate. I hate when, so right now you're saying like, okay, Ibli's not doing anything right now in 2025, December 2025 is not doing anything. My problem is,
but it will,
yeah, like, are we just going to wait until it does something again? Like the last time it did something, it was toxic. The time it did something before that was toxic. The time it did something before that was toxic. Why are we waiting?
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with like and they're being a bit better about it because they've been proactively banning the barrier statues and like cards like that.
But not all of them. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Which is a problem. I hate that. I've ranted about this when they banned the first barrier statue. Which color was it?
The wind one.
The wind one. When they banned that first barrier statue, I complained so bad that we just need to get rid of the other 5. Because why are we waiting until the other 5 also become problematic? Why are we waiting? We know they're all the same. They're all the same. They will all have their day in the sun. Why not just prevent the problem from occurring? You're going to wait until the water statue becomes a problem. You're going to wait until the fire one becomes a problem. Like, why? It doesn't make sense. Like, I swear Konami, they don't want their game to be fun and interactive for very long. Like, they do not like long periods of fun interaction between players. They just don't. Like, why do they bring back Protoss? Is that what it's called? What's that thing called?
Yeah, that's Protoss. Yep.
Let me go read this, because I actually don't fully know what it does. Is it lingering like floodgate? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a lingering floodgate.
Okay, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 monsters with different attributes from your graveyard and or face up. So it's free to summon. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Why? You can declare 1 monster attribute on the field. Destroy all monsters on the field with that attribute. Also, until the end of the next turn, neither player can special summon a monster with that attribute. I mean, like, Lingering Floodgate, this card was banned. I'm assuming it's not banned anymore. Yeah, apparently it's not banned anymore. It's like, why? Like, why? Or maybe it is banned again. It's probably
no,
banned.
no, that's at 1. It's at 1 right now.
Okay, because I know this ban list is not updated. Because I remember we checked something recently and it wasn't on here, but it was actually banned currently. I forget what it was. It's like a recent stream.
Oh, sorry. No. No. I thought you were talking about something. Yeah, it is banned currently right now.
Okay, that's what I thought. This is not. I was about to say. I'm pretty sure.
It was kind of like what's that one card that came off the ban list in Modern? Oh, Imperial Order. It was like they were like, oh yeah, you know, we errata Imperial Order. It's been a different, you know, time in Yu-Gi-Oh. Imperial Order is probably fine, and it got banned instantly afterwards, which is what happened with Protoss. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know why a card like this would ever get unbanned. This is a permanent ban list card to me. I don't think the game can ever get power crept where this would not be a problem, right? Like, because if you think about this effect, this is an effect on the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it has nothing to do with a format. It has nothing to do with a period in time. This effect it affects the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. It's pretty problematic because obviously it being a dark monster, it can't destroy itself, so you can't call dark, but dark is like a very accessible like typing attribute. It's very easy to get a dark monster on the field and just, you know, nuke it, and then your opponent, like against Malice, that card is an FTK because they literally only play dark monsters.
Not an FTK.
Yeah.
So it's just over for Malice if that card hits the field.
Yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of decks that I played that either can play Protoss or like just lock Malice out of Light and Dark. Like when I was playing the Dragon Ruler deck, like literally I could just actually just search Quackmere Drago and just normal summon it and not do any other part of my turn, and like they just lose because it's a 1900 Floodgate. But yeah,
I gotta send this to the macro show. I'm pretty sure I have to ban Supervise. I gotta send this to macro right now.
Yep, it's true. It's searchable. It's searchable by any deck that can make a rank 4.
But yeah, I think that this card getting unbanned at any point shows me that Konami has no idea of what their game actually has become. It's like whoever is running the ban list committee or whatever is a little disconnected from reality. And it's no shade, it's just facts. Like, if you think that this card was ever okay to unban for any amount of time, even for a day, there's something wrong. Like, there's something wrong. I have not played a lick of Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In 8 years, and I can tell you that this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable.
See, a card like that would be fine in older formats per se, in terms of just the overall speed, because like there's just turns that you can out it. But in Modern, getting hit with a floodgate like that, you're guaranteed death.
Well, it's the problem we talked about. The problem with Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, one of the problems with Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's several. One of the biggest problems with Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that you die from every
single deck can kill you.
Single deck. They all kill you. No matter what the deck is, no matter how weak the monsters are that they normally summon, they will make an OTK on their turn when you pass. Like, you will die 100% of the time against any deck. Yummy, fucking Vanquish Soul, K9, Malice, Mitsurugi, you name it. Like, they all kill you. Every deck kills you. There's no deck that doesn't just fucking kill you. So you can't get Protossed because it's not Edison. It's not like, oh, I'll Protoss you for a turn, but like, you'll just set D-Prison and live. Like, no, you won't. You'll just die.
Yep. That's really what the biggest problem is for cards like that, because like, while they're not really fun, Vanity's Fiend and a bunch of other floodgates like that have been like playable throughout like a long time. But Vanity's Fiend in, like, for example, like Burning Abyss Shaddoll format wasn't like you die next turn. It was like you get Vanity's Fiend for like 2 to 3 turns and you have a chance to out it.
Yeah, like even when I get Vanity's Fiend as a Frog player, it's rarely just the end of the game right there. Like if I get Vanity's Fiend to 8,000, I'm okay. I'm not panicking. Like I'm not like, oh dear God, I'm dead next turn. Like I'm fine. Like I'll be fine. I'll actually get several turns, honestly.
Yeah. But that's just the issue with the newer formats, is that like the design space for floodgates is like so limited, because you can't make a floodgate that can actually turn skip somebody, because every single deck will kill you in response to that turn skip.
Yeah. Oh shit, did Supervise activate here? Yo, Supervise brings that back. That's actually crazy. Okay, that is a crazy interaction to see. Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of Supervise. Like, there's no way this shit's gonna be playable in the Jank series. First of all, Supervise itself is already just proven that it's not Jank in 2025. Like, we already know that that is not a Jank card. Oh wow, the attack went through, nice. That says a lot. So what are these? I hate how modern players complain about floodgates when that isn't what the game has become. The inboards are floodgates. If I can't play, it doesn't matter if it was a floodgate or an inboard. Yeah, no, Dandelion's fine. Dandelion is fine. Not in modern. But Dandelion's fine in Edison. Is Dandelion banned in modern? Wayne, those decks are not full jank, so they're gonna have certain cards banned from them because they're pretty fucking powerful. Also, they both have tops in Edison format randomly, which already goes against the spirit of a jank series. What am I searching for? I wanted to search for Dandelion.
All right, I'm back.
Dandelion is fucking banned. Oh my God. Oh, this is how I know modern is not for me, bro. This is how I know modern is not for me, chat. This is crazy to me. This shit's been banned for 8 years.
My computer just had the weirdest audio glitch. I had to like unplug my headset and replug it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dandelion banned.
I'm hoping that Fortune Ladies are actually, like, somebody cooks up a good Fortune Lady list. That's one of the decks that I'm looking forward to in the Jank series, is like Fortune Ladies for sure. You know your game is bad when... Okay, you know your game is bad when this is banned. I'm sorry. You know your game is bad when this is banned for 8 years. If this could not come back but Protoss came back, you know your game is bad.
It's wild because I think about Dandelion generally in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, and I almost feel like Dandelion could come back sooner than Protoss could ever come back, because a lot of the problematic like generic link monsters are like all banned, like Appaloosa, for example, which was just like a free like monster effect negate. Like, I think Dandelion actually could come back, but like Protoss coming back is such a meme. It's super meme. Like honestly, modern decks do everything they need to do without the need for Dandelion. Like I don't think it would really do much except like I don't know, be an extender for fucking like plant decks or other bullshit.
Oh, does it not bring this back when it gets dust tornadoed? Because it was face up on the field, or is that not considered face up on the field when you dust tornado a card that's being activated like that?
Yeah, no, I think it needs to resolve.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Just like how a continuous spell, I guess you could say, like when you activate the effect, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's not face up. I my brain just didn't process that, like, if you dust tornado a card that's being activated like Future Fusion or whatever, that it's not even currently face up on the field. But I guess that checks. Like, I guess that makes sense. I just never use cards like I don't really play a card like Supervise that gets dust tornado to MST and then it does something when it leaves face up on the field, because then I would just know. But interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Dandelion is full Yummy combo, but I think maybe at the same time to really see the thing with Dandelion is that even though like it goes into Almirage and then like does the Yummy Link Monster by itself, I feel as though other cards do that with also having a better reason of being in the deck. Like the Sky Striker, like engage into like Hornet drones, like it thins out your deck, everything like that. I don't know if it's necessarily good that Dandelion does it, because Dandelion doesn't do anything really else beyond just only doing that.
I'm going to answer this question by Carmen or Cameron. Do you think One Piece will replace Yu-Gi-Oh if Yu-Gi-Oh continues down this road? The answer is no. Nobody is quitting Yu-Gi-Oh to go play One Piece en masse. It's not a thing. People who like Yu-Gi-Oh, they like Yu-Gi-Oh and they're going to play Yu-Gi-Oh or they're going to quit and then do something else. People are not going to make a grand exodus from Yu-Gi-Oh to go play One Piece. That is not a thing. Like, obviously there are few people who actually do go play One Piece, but that is not something that is like a worry of Konami or the future, that Yu-Gi-Oh players are all going to start playing One Piece. That's just not how that works. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh players also did not quit and start playing Magic the Gathering or anything else at that point. Like, it's not really how it works. I know a lot of people have this weird tribalism thing though, where they think that like, oh man, Lorcana is so good. Like when Lorcana first came out, Lorcana is so good, everyone should quit Yu-Gi-Oh to play Lorcana. And like, that's just not ever going to be a thing. That's never going to be a thing. When One Piece became big and good and all that, they're like, oh man, I got this Luffy and it's like $10,000 and I got like 12th place at this tournament. I got $10,000 for my Luffy. Like, you should quit Yu-Gi-Oh. And like, that doesn't work like that. Like, people don't quit Yu-Gi-Oh to go play your card game, especially because like, if I'm not into One Piece at all, like I don't have any correlation or anything like associated to One Piece. You're not just going to quit Yu-Gi-Oh to go play One Piece. Like, that's just not realistic. So it's not like a thing that everybody, like, I don't think that there's a whole like, oh, there's going to be a grand exodus from Yu-Gi-Oh for One Piece. That will never be a thing. Like, ever, ever, ever. Oh shit, my camera. Oh fuck, I kicked the thing out. 1 second. Hopefully it comes back on. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'll be playing with the surge protector under my desk by accident. But yeah, like, people are not going to quit Yu-Gi-Oh for One Piece at a large number to be like, even it's such a negligible amount of people that go from any card game, not even just Yu-Gi-Oh to One Piece. Like, people who play Magic are not quitting Magic to go play Yu-Gi-Oh when Magic got bad, or they're not playing fucking Lorcana, or like if you're going to play those games, you were always going to play those games. Like, you're not going to just be like, oh man, like I'm done with Yu-Gi-Oh and I'm going to play Lorcana now. Because yes, people do stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh and then play Lorcana. It's just not a widespread thing. FBI tried to take him out for speaking the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I just think that the tribalism thing of like, oh, like this is the game that everybody should be playing. And then like you specifically said One Piece. You didn't say Riftbound, you didn't say Pokemon, you didn't say Magic, you didn't say Lurkana, you said One Piece, which I assume you think, and this is no shot to you or anything like that, but I assume that you think that One Piece is like the superior game in some way because you specifically said One Piece. And I get a lot of that. I get a lot of people like, oh, like you should play Riftbound, which is the new hotness, right? Everybody's like, you should play Riftbound. Everyone's like Riftbound. And it's like, Yu-Gi-Oh players are not fucking quitting to go play Riftbound. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's just not a thing. Like, I don't care what the prizes are. I don't care like how the gameplay is. You think the skill player wins most of the time, is not RNG, whatever people say. People who love Yu-Gi-Oh are just going to play Yu-Gi-Oh or nothing. That's just the reality of it.
Yugioh is just like a little too much of a specific experience to
It is.
Get people to move to something that is like, and you know, maybe even on an objective standpoint is balanced better or whatever have you. But
I think you hit the nail on the head with the first point. It's just too unique. We're not going from anal sex to vaginal sex here. It's not like a close relation between the two. Like Yu-Gi-Oh is so different from every other card game that if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, chances are you're not going to necessarily be like, I want to play another card game the same way I play Yu-Gi-Oh, because nothing is like Yu-Gi-Oh. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah. But I also think that like the other point of a lot of people I think cite like balancing or like better aspects of like X card game compared to Yu-Gi-Oh, but the way that I honestly see it from playing a lot of different card games, like playing DC, playing Hearthstone, every card game like generally gets like exploited and ends up being flawed in a variety of different ways, whether it be like as blatant as Yu-Gi-Oh usually is, or as soft as like fucking Pokemon, where like, I don't know, you kind of have to wait until a set rotation to rotate some like broken shit out of the format. Like, I don't think any card game is perfect because I think there's just inherently a lot of factors that make card games a little up in the air in terms of balance, whether it be the randomness of a deck, the fucking easiness of a deck that just like outputs a bunch of bullshit for literally no effort, whatever it may be.
If I can't drop down on my opponent, I don't want to play that game. That's real shit. Like people like what they like, and obviously Yu-Gi-Oh is very flawed, but so are these other card games. Like my thing is that people try to pretend that these other card games are a utopia, and I think that is just so annoying to me. Like personally, that's why I'm so adamant about this type of topic, because I genuinely don't think that there is a perfect card game. I also don't think that like people sell the other card games correctly. They often talk about the pricing and stuff like that, and I'm like, pricing should not be the reason why anybody plays a card game. I'm sorry, it just shouldn't. It just shouldn't. There are just better, like if you want to play a card game for pricing, then you should be a poker player, and there's nothing close. There's no other card game close to it. I'm not even saying get a job. I'm just saying that like being like, oh, play this other card game because you get a Luffy that's like money or whatever is just, it's just kind of like, that's like, people are not going to quit to do that, especially because, no shade, most players who play these card games are not the people who are getting prizes. Most people are casuals. Most people don't get far in tournaments to where prizing is actually a big deal to their experience. That's just the reality of it. This is just me keeping it all the way real. Most people never win a major tournament in any card game. That's just facts. So like the prizing argument is already the wrong way to approach people who play casually. Most people play casually. Yep. And even the people who call themselves competitive, most of them don't really do well in card games. So it's like they don't know it, but they're casuals too. Like you can be an unidentified casual.
Yep. No, I totally agree.
You're like telling me to play like, so I like playing Smash Ultimate, but if you told me to play Rivals of Aether because Rivals of Aether has a bigger prize pool, right? That would just be silly to say because I'm ass. So why are you coming to me about prizing in this game where I'm at? Like I'm not good at the game that I play. Not good enough. I'm not good enough to get prizing at that level where it matters. So like this conversation to try to get me from my game that I enjoy, like I'm over here having fun playing my Smash Ultimate being scrubbed, and you're trying to convince me to go play the other game that has better prizing. That's such a bad argument for the majority of people. Like, I think that if you wanted to, if your goal was to like sell someone on another card game, obviously I think the biggest thing that you should always drive home is the gameplay aspect of it and the affordability of it and things like that. Things like set rotation that keep things from getting out of hand like Yu-Gi-Oh has, gameplay that has resources or something like that, because maybe some people that appeals to them. But I will say this, so every other card game basically has a resource system where Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't. And I think that one of the reasons why, and this goes back to Stengo's point about how it's such a unique experience. 1 second. I think the reason why Yu-Gi-Oh is such a unique experience because Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have a resource system. We can do all of our things on turn one. If I wanted to, I can go turn one, Summer Stratos, search Ocean, special Swap Frog, send another guy to the graveyard, play Miracle Fusion, and I can do all that before you take a single turn for no reason. I could just do that. You cannot do that in other card games because they have a resource system. On turn one in Magic and in Hearthstone and all these other games, you turn one can do whatever one drop you have, and that is all you can do. Obviously, power creep now, you could probably do a little bit more in Magic and stuff like that, but for the most part, those games are on a resource system that is very tight in the beginning of a game. Yu-Gi-Oh, I can fucking OTK you turn one. You missed one of the best things about Yu-Gi-Oh, playing traps. Yeah, traps is also a really big thing. There are other card games that have trap-like cards though. Like for example, in Magic, when I was playing blue-white control, and I would play cards like Mana Leak, Negate, and things like that, and Cryptic Command, all that stuff. Like there are cards that act as trap cards also in other card games. There are cards that are instants or flash or whatever, so you do play them on your opponent's turn, and so therefore we're both playing on each other's turn. That is not something that is exclusive to Yu-Gi-Oh, interacting on your opponent's turn, but like the resource thing is very unique.
Really not at all. Like even Hearthstone even has like a version of traps. They're secrets. You like blatantly know that they have a secret because they play it and it like pretty much says it's a secret, but it won't tell you what it is.
Yeah. You can FTK in Yu-Gi-Oh, exactly. Speaking of trap cards, they don't really exist anymore in modern Yu-Gi-Oh unless they can be activated from your hand. Yeah, and that's a problem. Like that is a big problem. Is any game resource less like Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. I don't know if any game is as free as Yu-Gi-Oh is. I'm actually surprised that there is not another card game that has tried to blatantly just copy the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh is balls to the walls, turn one, do whatever you want. Like, I'm surprised because Yu-Gi-Oh is a very successful card game and has been for decades, but people keep copying the resource system as opposed to copying Yu-Gi-Oh's unhinged, you can just do what you want system. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. The problem is obviously Yu-Gi-Oh has such a big IP. It's such a recognizable brand at this point. It's been around for decades. It's older than a lot of people who are probably in this chat. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, the game is just older than probably a good chunk of you actually. And so it's very recognizable. It's iconic. It had an anime that was very beloved. The creator was beloved and he passed away recently. And like, it has a storied past with the SJCs, the prize cards. And so Yu-Gi-Oh is very iconic in a lot of people's minds. If you wanted to start another card game, this is kind of the thing that happens with all these other card games, is that you notice that they kind of come out always swinging really hard with the prize support, because like, what else are they offering? Like, how else do you get people to play your game, right? Like, nobody knows what the fuck this is. Like, what some of these games now, One Piece is different obviously because One Piece is One Piece, and this is why the recent card games have been Lorcana, which is Disney, and One Piece, which is One Piece. It has been these things because they realize without a really strong IP, and sometimes even if you do have a really strong IP, it doesn't work.
I mean, at the very base value, people won't really care about your game, about your made up waifus and mechs and shit. Like whatever you're trying to do. Like, even though Yu-Gi-Oh has like kind of went away from it, honestly, it actually hasn't. Because a lot of the times they do like kind of give like kind of the casual scene like a little bit of like a bone throw every now and then, where they're like, hey, like we're gonna print new fucking Magnet Warrior support, or like even a Shizu. Like a Shizu is like what? That's one of the Egyptian Yu-Gi-Oh people in the anime. Like a Shizu Tier Elements that literally has fucking retrains of cards that came out in like fucking 2005. Like
it's almost the same thing with fighting games. They come out with huge prize support, but a lot of them don't last anymore. Yeah, you can only hold people's attention so long with just saying that you're going to have a really big cash tournament. There's only so long here, because here's the problem with that. You can come out with a new card game tomorrow and you can say we're going to have $1 million nationals or $1 million worlds at the end of the season, and a lot of people are going to want to play that game because you're telling them up front at the end of the season there's going to be $1 million. Here's the problem. Card games can't survive without casuals. I already talked about this, but casuals, unfortunately, don't win prizes. So if your appeal, your only real appeal is, oh, we have great prizes. We have such better prizes than every other card game, especially Yu-Gi-Oh. Cool, but casuals don't actually win prizes, and you need a lot of casuals for anything to thrive. This is fighting games too. You need casuals. You need casuals for card games to thrive. And casuals do not win prizes. That is not their main concern. These people have to like playing the game. And so you need to focus much more on gameplay rather than prizing. And I feel like the argument always comes back to prizing for some reason. Now, granted, this is my experience because I do think a lot of people talk to me about prizing because I win prizes. So maybe my experience is a bit biased, and I hear that echo chamber of, oh, the prizing is so much better than Yu-Gi-Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, I get it. But like, I feel like I still hear people say that to people who don't win prizes too. And it's just like, why is that the thing?
Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe have a lot of this perception around like the esports bubble, where like esports like kind of blew up really big during like COVID times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't really understand the niche of like, in general, esports is still a very niche market. And like, you just need general consumers, like moms and dads that buy shit for their kids, to still have something going on in esports. You can't win over Yu-Gi-Oh with just prizing. It's not possible. It's just not possible. Other card games have had better prizing than Yu-Gi-Oh forever. That's always been a thing. Magic has always had better prizing than Yu-Gi-Oh. So like, it can't just be that. And these card games, they come, they go. Like, we'll talk about it when it first comes out. Everybody's on Riftbound right now. I'm not, I don't have any horse in that race. But I have seen this story play out so many times where, oh, we got to play Dragon Ball Super. It's so good. And,
you know, it's the best Dragon Ball card game iteration ever, and the pricing is so good, man. The pricing, oh my god, the pricing, and this company's backing it, and they got PPGs, and oh man, it's awesome. You just got to go to the 5Ks and the 10Ks and the 12Ks and the 20Ks, and it's like, okay, and then what happens? It fucking nosedive, crashes, and burns. I mean, the fighting game that I prefer is Smash, and Smash has an insanely big casual scene because if you look at Smash Ultimate tournaments, they get like 3,000 entrants. So I'm assuming that when we're talking about fighting games, we're talking about like, I don't really know because I don't watch these ones, but like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, shit like that. Because Smash does not have a problem with casuals because there are so many people that enter tournaments, and I see the same 8 people winning every tournament in Smash Ultimate and in Melee, actually. Like those Smash gets thousands in Melee and Ultimate, like literally thousands of people show up to Genesis, Smash Con, you name it. Like all the big majors that happen to it, Kagaribi, all that shit. Like all the majors get like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Most of those people are casuals, and you need those people for a game, period, to survive. Card game or fighting game. Saying, I don't know if you're here, but somebody said, do you still play Melee?
No, I don't really play Melee anymore now.
Stengo is currently one of the top players in Rivals of Aether 2. He has won the biggest major, or yeah, the biggest major of the year. Like in terms of size, you won the biggest tournament of this year for Rivals of Aether 2, which is a game that is very similar to Smash.
Yeah. Exactamundo.
Melee, the same one person wins every tournament. Are you talking about Zane? I don't know why, but Sakuragi last name's comment is so funny. He said that's because Smash was made as a casual party game. People just went autistic on Melee and turned it into a fighter. Like, not they were autistic on it.
Now, see, that guy right there, that guy's the biggest casual in the chat right now. Because, like, only stupid casuals have that opinion. But, like, that's fine because he's buying Smash and putting money in Smash. So he's an ATM. That's the thing that most people don't understand, is that the casuals are ATMs for competitive games. Like, competitive players do invest money in competitive scenes, but the overall like profitability of the company and like things they can do, like DLC, new additions, and more product and stuff like that, that all comes from casuals. There's more casuals than there'll ever be competitive people. So that's all it is.
Stengo can't touch my locks. Never mind. Now I'm saying never mind. Did you just Google Stengo? Because literally Stengo just got second place with Loxodon recently.
Yeah, at the Philly Regional.
Yep. Would you say you're the best Loxodon in the world?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so like
100%.
Yeah. And I don't think it's really not up for debate. Like, you just, I mean, you have
no, not at all,
better results than any other Loxodon in the world, so. Yu-Gi-Oh is forever. It's like crack. We can't get away from it. Exactly. I got away from Yu-Gi-Oh for like 5 years, from the period of 2017 to 2022, and now I'm back. And I'm back. Yo, it's crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh is really like cancer because I'm back harder than I was before. Like, I'm a content creator now, chat. Like, I was not this guy when I play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively. When I was on ARG and traveling the world and all that shit, like, I was not this much into Yu-Gi-Oh. I play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, you always used to say like what's his face, the ARG guy, he would always be like, oh, like, you know, wear your jersey and like,
oh, Jim, yeah, the owner,
yeah, and you were just like, no, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to play. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just play.
It's just crazy. I'm so much of a Yu-Gi-Oh player now. Like well, I shouldn't say player because playing is the least thing that I enjoy, but I'm so much more into Yu-Gi-Oh now than I ever was. And I really do wish that I was a content creator back then when I was on ARG. The amount of fucking vlogs and videos that I could have had for you guys from the past. Like I had so many iconic moments and just situations and drama and good times and bad times and shit like that. Like it would have been great. But alas, can't cry over spilled milk, right? What's done is done. We're here now. I swear every time I'm in this stream, the music is on point and always fire. That's because this music is from potentially the best video game music of all time, Clair Obscure Expedition 33. This entire playlist you're hearing is just Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Could have been right up there with Pro Winston. I could have.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pro Winston. My life, I need a, I guess it would be an assistant. The amount of things that like planning is, I just have too many things. There's just too many things. Anyway, I digress. I have been watching the stream instead of playing it. Finally started this week. I mean, that game, I'm jealous that you get to start Clair Obscura for the first time because it is so fucking good. The Game Awards are coming up soon too. Are 100% of people telling me it's top 5 favorite game of all time was convincing enough. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Clair Obscura is in my top 2 games of all time, so. Did you see there was a Fat People convention in Philly like 2 weeks ago? I did not. I am not fat, so I don't, that's not exactly put on my algorithm. Take off the E. I don't think there's an E. Maybe there is, but I don't think there's an E. I mean, you just Google it. Like you just Google. Like if you even just start typing it in on Google, it will just tell you with the proper.
I just got a new guy in Edison who never even played Yu-Gi-Oh. It is more likely that you can get someone new into Edison than you could in Modern, at least in my opinion. Because honestly, if I saw someone trying to show me Modern and I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh and had no concept of it at all, I would feel so overwhelmed. One time I tried to show my friend, I tried to show him a different card game that we play frequently called DC Deck Building. And I was hosting at my place. So everybody was at my dining room table playing the game. And a new guy who's a friend of mine who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! He's also a good Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. He's topped like majors like at the time it was Modern. But anyway, he wanted to play DC Deck Building with us. He never played before. We're experts. We played a lot. And I told them to start him off, give him the most basic character combination, which for people listening, I know this won't mean anything to you if you never played DC, but is Batgirl and Harley Quinn together. Batgirl says you can discard a card to draw a card, and Harley Quinn says when you discard a card during any player's turn, you draw a card. So the combo is you discard a card and you draw two. So you can pot a grid every turn. It's very simple. That's all your team does. Your team just goes fast. Discard a card, draw two. That's what it does every turn. And it's very easy to understand that coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! And playing this new game. That's what I told them to do. But I was busy like cooking or something. I don't know what I was doing, but I was not playing and I was not at the table. Somehow, some way, they ended up giving him, like my other friends, Luke Feeney, Gary, whoever, they ended up giving him a way more complicated team to play for his first time ever playing the game. Like, they gave him three different guys. The team I recommended was two, and the combo was super simple. They gave him a team with 3 different guys. One of them says every time you gain a card from the lineup, you can put it on the bottom of your deck. One of them says when you draw a card, you can draw an extra card. And then another one of them said something else. There was like 3 different effects. And I came back and I was like, why does Mark have that team? And they were like, oh, because we thought it was like better than the other team or whatever. And I'm like, okay, better how? Like, his goal playing it the first time isn't necessarily to like beat you guys. He's not going to win his first game. We're not trying to get him to win his first game either. We're trying to get him to play the game, to understand the game, because there's so many things you have to learn. You have to learn the cards. Like, we look at the cards, we know what they do instantly. He has to read every single card. You're going to overdo it when you have to read all of the cards, but then also read your team because you don't know what your fucking guys do. And it's super complicated what they do when you add all these effects together, and there's all these like things to think about, and you overwhelming somebody. And so he ended up playing 1 game and quitting and never played it again. And I was like, you guys are fucking idiots. You're idiots. I left you here. I told you what to do. You guys somehow decided that fuck me, like fuck what I think, and did this thing that is just terrible to do for somebody's first time playing. And now he literally will never play the game again because he has such a bad time. Because you know what was happening during the game? Everyone was like, oh, you should do this. And then somebody would be like, no, he should definitely not do that. He should do this instead. And then somebody else was like, no, he should do this. And so you have 3 people arguing that have played this game a ton about what he should be doing every turn with his super complicated team. And so he ended up just quitting and never playing again. And I was so mad because he's a really good Yu-Gi-Oh player. He actually went undefeated at Nationals. He's a really good Yu-Gi-Oh player. And he would have been a really good player in DC as well. But he didn't get a fair chance because he just got like overwhelmed. He just stared at the fucking table while we argued. Well, they argued because I wasn't even in this game again. Because I would have never let him play that team. Yeah, it was Velez. So that just pissed me off. And so the reason why I went on that rant is because if you try to show someone modern Yu-Gi-Oh, I think it's the equivalent of what happened to my friend, where he will just play 1 game and be like, this is not for me, and never play again.
Yeah. And like, there are decks that are kind of like low to the ground in modern Yu-Gi-Oh that would definitely be a better like first time show. But the problem with modern Yu-Gi-Oh is like essentially embarking on the concept of, oh, like you can do this play and these plays and X, Y, and Z, but you also have to be mindful that your opponent can act during your turn. And like, that's a really hard concept for people to understand, because every time they do something, they get stopped or interrupted, and they feel like that they have no agency when they're playing, because they're like, well, everything I do just gets countered, or like he does this thing and this effect. And like, I didn't know I was running into a brick wall when I tried to do this card and everything like that. It's a lot to digest as a new player.
I just want to say, I love that Scrub for Life is playing Dragons. I think Dragons has a really good matchup against Value, and a good matchup against a lot of other decks that nobody really plays this kind of Dragon deck anymore, but it's the Hamster Echo Kai's Dragon deck. And I think it's actually genuinely one of the best Hamster Echo Kai's decks in the format. Value being the number one, obviously. But like, this is probably a close. Like, I think this is better than Machina Control, for example. Because Machina Control, my problem with it is always that it doesn't really have it doesn't have blowouts. Dragons though, Future Fusion, Dark Arm Dragon, Red Med, like Dragons got blowouts for days. You could also theoretically play Return too. What's the format I enjoyed the least? I think one of my most unfun memories of Yu-Gi-Oh is Rabbit format. Like 2012 Yu-Gi-Oh in general, I did not really enjoy. What are you talking about, Wolf? Are you talking about compared to Machina? To Machina Control? Dragons is better than Machina Control, bro. I'm sorry. This Dragon deck right here that Scrub for Life is playing is better than Machina Control. I'm standing on that. You're out of your mind. Okay. I'm not going back and forth with you. You believe whatever you want, obviously. The 2012 Yu-Gi-Oh beef was wild though. 2012 was crazy. Like 2012 was absolutely crazy. Like, you had Inzectors, you had windups hand looping, you taking all your shit away. Like, it was just nonsense. Do you prefer Machina Turbo or Machina Gadgets? What the fuck is Machina Turbo?
Is that like the Hamster Reiko Kai's Machina deck?
I just call that's Machina Control. That is not Machina Turbo.
That's the only thing I can think of, because like, I guess you're turboing with fucking Reiko, but that's not really that's not really what the deck
that deck is just not called Machina Turbo. If it's Hamster Reiko Kai's, it is literally just Machina Control. And if the question is, do I like Machina Control or Gadgets? I think Gadgets is straight up better. Especially with the list we've been seeing this year that have been topping, like the Gadget list with Horn of Heaven and shit and Solidarity. I'm much more afraid of that. I feel like Machina Control is straight up free for frogs. Like, it's not even a matchup. And I feel like the Gadget deck is not free because I can get rushed down really, really bad. So can every other deck, and that we're all equal. Like, my problem with Machina Control as a deck is that it has literally no auto win at all. Like, it just doesn't have that. And that in Edison in 2025 is so bad. Like, that is genuinely bad.
People are eating good on auto wins these days.
Yeah. No, most of the lists don't play Limiter.
Triple Pot is why they call it Turbo. Pot of Avarice isn't a turbo card, though.
It's not. I'm just not even. I'm not entertaining any of that. You know me. I just don't entertain nonsense. So, like, if nonsense is said, I just ignore it. Yeah, I think Machina Gadgets is better than Machina Control, for sure. Machina Gadgets is scary, but not the problem, but the good thing is that, like, nobody really plays it. Nobody really plays Machina Control either, though, to be fair. Like, Machina Control is not exactly seeing representation either. Like, people are currently playing Hero Machina and shit like that. Yeah, it's way too fair. Machina Control is way too fair. Like, setting Hamster Reikos and you're not even the best Hamster Reiko deck You have no blowouts. Your blowout is Pot of Avarice, and that's not a blowout in any deck that's not called Forgs. The only time I'm scared of Pot of Avarice is if they're playing fucking Frogs. If you're playing Machina, you go Pot of Avarice and put back a bunch of Raikos, Hamsters, and Caiuses, I'm like, congratulations, you're still under a dupe block and you're gonna die next turn. Control loses the crossout. I mean, yeah, crossout probably hurts that deck really bad. Honestly. Also, I don't know which one of you decided to lie and say that it was called Machina Turbo on Format Library, but I'm on Format Library right now, and it's literally called Machina Control. Like, it literally is called Machina Control, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop coming in chat and just fucking telling lies. Like, this deck is called Machina Control. That's the name of it. So anyway, past that, this deck is fair. Like, there's nothing in this deck that is unfair. This deck, like, you're not going to convince me that this deck is better than the Dragon deck. It will just never happen. It will just never. I genuinely think that Scrub for Life's deck, I think that this is just straight up better. This is just straight up better. You get to play, first of all, this guy, I hate this art, by the way, but you get to play, this is one of the best cards in the format. You get to play Future Fusion, which is actually one of the best cards in the format for reals. You get to play Dark Arm Dragon, like, this shit, its goal is to, like, grind you out of cards, and that is just not what we're doing. You can try to do that, but there's this other deck in the format that's extremely popular, and it's way better at it than every other deck, and it's called Frogs. And it is the best grind you out of cards deck in the format by far, by a country mile. No deck wants to go long with Frogs. So, like, this deck's entire purpose to me is kind of obsolete. Value makes sense because value kills you early. You don't get to a late game, you don't get to an end game, you just die very early, so you don't get to, like, experience all these pluses and nonsense. But, like, this deck is just like, this deck would have been so good in, like, 2022. Like, this is a good 2022, 2023 deck. I think this is just like okay now. Like, it's just okay. But if I'm really trying to, like, give myself the best chance of winning, this is not the deck to enter a tournament with, personally. This is just not it. Like, if my goal is to enter the tournament and win, like, I'm trying to win the tournament, is never going to be Machina Control. It's just never going to be this. And that's just coming from somebody who understands the game at a really high level. Like, Machina Control is cute. Obviously, you know, it tops sometimes, rarely, but for the most part, like, you don't really see that deck winning often. Funnily enough, though, it did win the tournament this year. I think it got its first win this year. Or maybe, did it win a tournament last year? I know it won a tournament this year. I'm trying to see who's the other match who's still playing right now. I don't recognize any of these people, so let me look at the bracket. Oh my god. We're at the end of the tournament almost. Holy shit. So it's Black Sanji versus Scrub for Life. And this is the only match going on. This is losers semifinals. I didn't realize we were that deep into the tournament. Holy shit. Losers semifinals. All right, there we go. Oh, I've been a big proponent of the Dragon deck. If you watch my tier list videos, I always talk about how I think the Dragon deck, it is massively underrepresented in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And competitive Edison, but it is actually better than most of the decks that people play. Like, the Dragon deck is way better than most people play. Just that the top players tend to be playing birds or frogs, so you really don't get to see it be represented well, nor do people who are even casuals play it that often. It's just a very underrepresented deck. Is Edison format the weakest format for floodgates? Probably. Edison format is in such a weird spot when it comes to floodgates that it is really hard to floodgate and win off of just the floodgate from turn one. That doesn't really happen. Like, it's very rare that your opponent is going to get flooded super early and just lose the game in Edison because there's so much removal. Like, we have triple Raikou, we have MST heavy, obviously. There's like triple D prison. Usually people play at least 2 of those. Torrential Mirror Force, obviously. There's just a lot of hate. Soul Exchange isn't out to a lot of things. Caius is in a lot of decks, so Caius is out to a lot of things. Yeah, it's really hard to flood. Like, and then games 2 and 3, people are aware of what floodgates other decks can put in, so they put in anti-floodgate cards like Dust Tornado after game 1, so then you get an even harder time to floodgate people. Yeah, Hydro Pump, I agree with that. Machina Control is more so anti-Blackwings. I agree. I think Machina Control is definitely an anti-Blackwing deck. It is very good against Blackwings. Like, very, very good against Blackwings, but outside of that, I hate that this is like... Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't realize this was... Okay, now this looks so much better. It's kind of funny seeing my tournaments up here. But... Machina Frogs... Jinzo, Machina, Machina Hero.
I think kind of the simply put with dragons, really the main kind of deterrent for dragons in general is that the variance for the deck is sometimes doesn't favor it too much. It can kind of lose to its own variance in a lot of different games.
Yeah.
That's really the only biggest problem with it, because it's got blowout cards, it's got like fucking OTK and FTK lines. It also plays floods. It's also pretty resilient to sideboard cards. Like, there isn't really a sideboard card you can do against dragons that really stops them.
Yeah, it's very resilient to side deck. I think the only really good side deck card is potentially Oppression, but because it's a Hamster Raikou Caius deck, or at least some of the versions are anyway, it is actually pretty hard to like just win off of Oppression flat out, because they're doing the same thing that the deck that's siding Oppression is doing. Like, if we're talking about value, then I'm also setting Raikous and Hamster and bullshit, and I'm also going Brain Caius or whatever, right? Also, I imagine that they side Dust Tornado, because the thing that I like about dragons, their boss monster, Red Med, is bigger than like all the value monsters. Like, you're bigger than Armor, you're bigger than Armor Master, which are vanillas also. So when you get your boss monster out, if it's a battle of boss monsters, like, yours just beats theirs by, you pressure them by just attacking. Like, you literally pressure them by just attacking. You don't have to do any effects or anything. Like, you're just like, I'm just attacking with Red Med and I don't know, whatever it brought back. Usually Prime Material or Kawaki Mirror Drago. Is Hero Beat mostly dead or officially dead? I don't think any deck is like dead per se, but Hero Beat definitely isn't seeing play that much. Like, yeah, it's just not seeing that much play. I don't know who the representative is for Hero Beat in 2025. Like, I don't know who the person is that's like, I'm the Hero Beat guy. You know how there's like, well, there's almost like a spokesman for every deck, right? I don't know who the spokesman is. Who's the spokesperson for fucking Hero Beat? Like, Gigavice has spokespersons, and Frogs have me. Vayu has Sizzle and like everyone else. Blackwings has like Chai, used to be Ludo, and HT19. Like, I don't know who the person is for fucking Hero Beat. I feel like when a deck doesn't have a spokesperson, it's kind of in a bad spot in general. Like I feel like every deck has like a person in the community that you can, like one or two people that you can be like, okay, this is the person to go to for this deck. And I just don't think anyone is championing Hero Beat right now. Julian Weidman, aka Spore, says there's one very good player from Great Britain. Are you going to say their name, or they're a good Hero Beat player?
It's a jolly good show.
Oh no, Cold Wave is crazy. Although, what can happen here? You can't make Jizars though. So like, this Floodgate is also very strong against everything but frogs. Like, this card is insane. I'm wondering, okay, I get it. You probably don't want them to just like test Tiger you or something, but like, they really can't do the scariest thing under Cold Wave, which is Jizars. Like, they just can't do it. Even Ojamas have a spokesperson, they do. Ojamas really do got a spokesperson though, especially after this stream. We got to see Ojamas win 2-0 against Lightsworn, bro. like, I don't know what else to say.
The Ojama 2-0.
What game is this? Oh, okay. Glad's already won game 1. If I got beat by Ojamas, I'm hanging it up for real. I said my thoughts in that video. I said my thoughts about the Machina Salva deck literally in that video. So if you've seen that video, you already know my thoughts. Yeah, I don't like these. Oh god, that's a god card. Yo, Call It a Haunted in the fucking dragon decks. If you play Red Med and Call It a Haunted in the same deck, this is a god card. You're also just dead. You're also just dead through gore. How are we going to ever say that? How are you going to ever tell me? Look at this. This deck kills you through gores and shit. Now, I don't know what he's doing here. I guess he's going to synchro for like that thing. But Red Mat Call is so broken. You know what, 2026, I'm about to become the Hero Beat guy.
No, you're not.
Yo, you cannot let me have nice things.
It's like you saying every other day when you want to become the fucking GB guy.
Yeah. Well, that's done with though, Stango. That is officially done.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, no, that's super done. That died. That died when I played GBs in a tournament this year, and it was awful. And I was like, "Oh, this deck is actually just terrible."
Oh, you're done now.
I'm so done. Like never again. Like GBs, no. You will never have to worry about me being the GB guy. That had one opportunity. It was 2024. It didn't happen because you guys convinced me to not play it, and then it died in 2025. So yeah, we're done with that.
Oh. All right.
Let me answer this. Hi Fraser, I'm new to Edison and a huge fan of Jeff Jones. Do you think Drill Warrior deck is a good investment for beginners? No. I think if you're playing 2025 Edison, so you're playing with us, you're playing with this community, if you play Quick Draw, you're going to be miserable. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm not saying that you will never do well. I'm just saying that you will mostly not do well. Like when you do well, it'll be a surprise to you and everyone in the tournament. That's if your goal is to like, it depends on what your goal is. Obviously, if your goal is just like, I just want to have fun, right? Because I'm never that guy. I'm never the just have fun guy. Winning is fun to me. Like that is what's fun. I don't have fun if I'm not winning. So like, let's just get that established. I'm not having fun if I'm not winning. I'm a fucking competitive male. I'm not here for casual shits. Casual is what I do for content, right? Like I'll play fucking you know, counter fairies or something for casual content. But like, I am not the guy to enter a tournament with a counter fairy deck. I'm not the guy to play quick draw in a tournament either. Funny, because I'm the guy that plays 60 cards. But that 60 card deck was a fucking Hero Frog OTK deck, right? It is not as it's not as slept on as you think, or it's probably slept on. But to the point, quick draw's ass. Quick draw is ass. It is factually ass. If you're asking somebody who's a really good player, and not just Edison, but just Yu-Gi-Oh, like I'm just a good Yu-Gi-Oh player, quick draw is ass. It is too much of an investment to summon an extra deck monster, and they all get outed, especially Draw Warrior, very easily in this format right now. It's just the facts. It is just the facts. I think at this point, quick draw does well once a year. Like, you'll get one tournament per year where it's like, oh shit, quick draw topped. Anyway, back to Birds and Frogs. Quick draw is literally -3 and you can never attack. Marcus 2025. Yeah. How about everyone 2025? Like, at this point, I gotta use the pack meme. If you're still playing quick draw in 2025, you're behind. Like, I gotta use the pack meme, bro. If you're still playing quick draw in 2025, you're behind. No, quick draw sucks, bro. If I'm being honest with you, if you're coming to me, it sucks. It's bad. You lose to every popular card in the format right now. You lose to Oppression, Deck Devastation Virus, God forbid you play against any bird player. You lose to Vanity's Fiend, Fossil Dyna. You lose to Raigeki Break. You lose to just straight up Raigeki Break. You have no, like, there's no matchup that you don't get fucked in 2025 with quick draw. Yo, imagine summoning Drill Warrior and your opponent goes Lone Fire Gigavice, like Lone Fire and a Giga Plant, play Supervise. Like, you're trying to do like quick draw shit, and your opponent's just like, so anyway, I came in blasting. Oh yeah, Burial. Why is Burial also good? Burial is also good against fucking quick draw. For no reason. For no reason at all, Burial just cooks quick draw. Yeah, we're just too far past where quick draw is actually considered good in modern Edison. That's just me giving you the honest truth. It was good in 2010 when nobody knew what the fuck was going on. No one knew how to deck build or play. And so, you know, it was fine. It just doesn't cut it now. Like, I would take an entire tournament where all of my opponents were playing quick draw, and I would never miss a top again. If you ain't popping pussy on a Tuesday, you're behind. Thank you for your feedback. Do you have like top 5 decks for beginner that's new to Edison? Oh, it's funny you should mention that. There's a video on my channel called Top 5 Edison Decks from earlier this year. And I think that you can choose a deck from there. And I think that so if you want to play a beginner friendly deck, I think Black Wings is beginner friendly while also being friendly to a player who wants to be skilled, because Black Wings is easy to play entry level, but also difficult to play at a high level. So what happens is you'll enter the format with Black Wings. You'll get a lot of wins just unjustly because Black Wings is fucking broken. You'll get a lot of wins without having to be necessarily good. And then you'll realize there'll be like this awakening that'll happen probably like a year later where you'll realize like, holy shit, this deck is like really hard to play, but it's also easy to play. And so you get rewarded once you have that awakening, and you start realizing like this deck is actually way more complicated than I thought. And it's one of the best decks in the format. So Black Wings is like a deck that you can pick up right now. You can play it for the next year, and it will yield good results immediately, but it will also yield really good results later on. Yeah, Black Wings is both easy and hard. It's easy because like a noob can genuinely beat someone who is way above their skill level with Black Wings because the cards are so powerful that summon and attack will get there a lot of the time. Unfortunately, it's just the reality of it. The deck is just that good. And then also at a really high level, so a player who can win a tournament. Randoms don't really win tournaments with Black Wings. That's not really a thing that you see. Like the people who win tournaments with Black Wings are typically players who are really good already at Yu-Gi-Oh! And Edison or whatever. So like staying with Black Wings as a beginner deck and then becoming a like advanced level player with Black Wings is very rewarding. Fraser, I know you haven't really been playing Monster Hunter, but have you got on to try and fight the Omega? I have not. I have not played Monster Hunter since April, and I don't plan to go back to it, honestly. The game is basically dead to me. Also, Slay the Spire 2 is coming out apparently in March, so that is the next game that I'm looking forward to playing. But yeah, I'm not even remotely interested in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh yes, baby, Slay the Spire 2.
Cannot wait. All right, so it looks like did he double eliminate him? Bro, he double eliminated Scrub. Black Sanji played Scrub in winners, knocked him into losers, then played him again just now and knocked him into oblivion, I guess. But yeah. So we're now going to losers finals, right? Yeah, losers finals. They didn't. There's no way they started already. There's no shot. Okay, I was about to say there's no shot. All right. Anyway, let me change the thing on OBS. So this says.
You know what would be a good YouTube video?
What's that?
Since there's a lot of people asking and talking about like new Edison format players, I think you need to make an updated best Edison format decks to play in 2025 as a new player.
I could just do like a I could do that. That sounds fine. I was also thinking about like a deck difficulty tier list.
Nah, that you want to do like these are 5 decks that you can play as a new player.
Look at you farming the fucking algorithm, bro.
Yeah, that tier list shit, that's not gonna work.
Well, no. First of all, the tier list would absolutely work. That okay, it's a tier list. It will absolutely work. But I do think
it's not that the tier list part of it. It's like the actual point to get it across because that deck difficulty is nah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they could both be a video, though, is what I'm saying. But in terms of working, I think that the tier list for deck difficulty will absolutely work. Ranking Edison decks by difficulty will absolutely go hard.
Yep.
Coming from me, like I definitely think that ranking Edison decks by difficulty will absolutely go hard. But I also think that your idea of what was it again?
Pretty much just like
decks for beginners.
Yeah. 5 decks for beginners for 2026 Edison format.
That sounds like a fucking YouTube short, honestly. It doesn't even sound like a video. It genuinely sounds like a YouTube short. How hard would you say it is to learn frogs? What kind of frog, Sean? There are 20 different versions of frogs.
He's asking about burn frogs specifically, obviously.
Shut up. Are you a shitter? 5 decks. Gingerilla, what? Are you a shitter? 5 decks for you. Look at what I still have on my desk, by the way. I just still got this ulti debug. It's always on my desk just looking at me. It's harder to top with GBs because GBs are less powerful than Black Wings. If that's what the conversation is. Yeah, like GBs is worse than Black Wings and Vayu and Frogs. Do you think playing different decks can teach you different skill sets in the game, or is that just not real? No, that definitely can teach you different things, because different decks require different things. Like, the way I play Black Wings is so different from the way I play Frogs. My brain literally has to switch into a different mode to play Black Wings optimally, because that is not the way you play Frogs optimally. So like, while I do think that playstyles are fake, I don't think that playstyles are real, but there is a different mindset that goes into the way you trade your cards and play your cards with Black Wings and the way you play your cards and trade your cards in Frogs. For example, when I'm playing Hero Frogs, I don't often think about my opponent's life points, but when I'm playing Black Wings, I am constantly thinking about their life points. And that influences my decision making heavily when I'm playing Black Wings. When I'm playing Frogs, your life points are kind of a secondary thing for me. Your position is the most important thing that I'm thinking about in my position. With Black Wings, I'm just kind of like, what are you at? Because I got some shit back here. I got cool shit back here. Hero Frogs. What was the question again? I don't remember what the question was about Hero Frogs. What was the question? Do I think it's hard to learn Hero Frogs? Yes, I do. I do genuinely think it's hard to learn Hero Frogs. I used to not think that, and then I watched replays of people playing Hero Frogs, and I'm like, holy shit, people are not good with this deck. So it's harder than I think, and I take it for granted because it's the deck that I played the most. I take it for granted, but like Hero Frogs is very, very, very hard to play well. Like very hard to play well. Frog decks in general are pretty difficult, but I think Hero Frogs is very hard to play well because misplays in Frog decks matter so much more than they do in Bird decks. If you misplay with Frogs, the misplay hurts you so much worse than it does if you misplay with Birds. And so you have to be like kind of perfect a lot with Frogs. Share? Where's the share button at? Oh, there it is. Why'd they make the I just hate when UIs, call me a boomer, but I do not like when UIs change. Like on average, there's like a point where UI, like you don't need the UI to ever change. And there's a point where I don't need the UI to ever change. And then it does. And I'm like, why did, like, what? It was perfect. Ice Queen says Hero Frogs feel so rewarding out of the big three. I do think that all of the big three are rewarding to learn and play well. I do think that. I think that Black Wings, Value, and Hero Frogs, I think all three of them feel extremely good to learn at a high level and to be able to like perform with them and everything. Yeah. I play Value and Blackwing for all of Edison and switch to Hero Frogs. It just works a different part of the brain. Yeah, it's your brain definitely is in a very different place if you're playing Hero Frogs the way you should be, or any frog deck really, from Birds. Okay, what's going on here? We got a Stardust. Oh, this is Value versus, oh wait, no, hold on, what is this? What is this? Diva Hero? I actually think Diva Hero does pretty good against GBs. I will say it is nice being at a point in my modern playing that I can bounce between decks and learn them. I do gravitate towards one the closer I get to any tournaments. Ice Queen, it's so interesting seeing you become a Frog player over the years. Like, I've known you for a while, and I feel like there was a time when you genuinely fucking hated frogs, but correct me if I'm wrong. Absolute Zero is the bane of my existence. I love that. Absolute Zero is not only the coolest card, like the look of it, that effect is crazy to me. Absolute Zero is the ultimate sword and shield of Edison format. This is why I like love it so much. It is the best offense and defense. It is crazy that one card is like a sword and shield because you don't even need a trap really with that. Like, you summon Absolute Zero and okay, I have this fucking huge guy, and if he dies, he Raigekis you. He's literally an offense and defense in one card, and not many cards are like that. I'm a dragon player and Absolute Zero just wrecks me. Yeah, Absolute Zero is really good against dragons because it gets bigger than dragons. It also is good because if you do block somebody and then summon Absolute Zero, and not only is he huge, but now you can't even do anything to him. Not that people were attacking Absolute Zero anyway, but like that option is just off the table completely. Like, you can't even be like summon Sirocco, summon Gale, have, you know, like you can't even do that. Like, you can't be like, I'm going to summon Sirocco, summon Gale, which is a common thing. Have Zero and then beat over it with Stardust or something. Like, you can't even do that. It's like, well, you can't attack it. I'll say Hero Frogs has always interested me. The way your choices actually matter definitely is not a brain dead deck. It actually takes brain to play it well. You want to see all the top players arguing today about a hand? There was literally a hand that got posted today. I think it was, maybe it was yesterday, but who cares? A hand got posted in the Discord, and there was a lot of arguing about this because there's a lot to talk about here. So this is your opening hand. You have Treeborn, Substitute, Caius, Raigeki Break, Stratos, and unfortunately Malicious. Your opponent T-set, this is their hand, and this is their graveyard turn 1. So turn 1, you're playing, you don't know your opponent's hand, obviously. You just see that they go set a Raikou, they charge, they did go charge, search Raikou, and then they set a monster and set a back row. You don't know what either of these cards are. You can guess that like this is Raikou, and you can make some guesses maybe against this back row, right? You also don't know their hand. This is really not that important, the hand part, because like just ignore that. The part that is important is that your opponent T-set after playing charge. You know that they're on value because of their graveyard, and this is your opening hand. And literally today, or like that's when I saw it today. I don't know when this argument came up, but like, so James Ark posted it, but then like so many people got involved, and Yeah, this is just like, this is a difficult hand in terms of how many different things you can do turn one. Like, there are so many things that you can do. And keep in mind, this is actually game 3. If you look at this, this is game 3. So just keep in mind that, like, pulling the rug is in the, you know, it's in the game, and so like, oppression's also in the game. Because like both your normal summons here, like Substitute and Stratos, they both lose to different things. Like this gets rugged, this gets oppressed. Usually people side 2 of those cards. So like literally this back row could be anything, of course. You have a great number of things you can do, and like everybody had their opinions on it, and a lot of the people who had their opinions were like really good players. Some people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about also had opinions, as always, and just kind of scroll past them. But there was a really good there was a really good discussion. I like reading that stuff while I drink like tea in the morning. I'm going to go back to asking 1 or 2 hamster. Exactly. 1 or 2 hamster is the only question that matters in Edison format. And that's why I'm the guy that asks it every couple months. All right, I gotta ask 1 or 2 dupe. No, you gotta ask dupe at all. You gotta ask 1, 2, or 0 dupes. I just want to know what's going on with the whole Delore and every value hand conversation. I feel like that shit has gotten so overplayed. Like now everybody just wants to be big brain, not hold Delore. It's so obnoxious. Like I don't know what has happened, but like now every time a hand gets posted, it has a lore in it, and like everybody wants to hold it. Like you it's like never play a lore turn 1 it's just fucking nonsense. Hello.
Where are we at? Some zombies? Zombinis versus GBs?
Zero or 1 allure type shit. If you hold it, you play 0. I just love like everybody just got so fucking big brained and stupid at the same time. It's so ridiculous. Like nobody wants to play allure now when they draw it. It's just like you guys are fucking idiots. Julia Weidman says starting with dust shoot is bad. Of course, exactly. Yeah, starting with dust shoot is awful. It's like I've never seen so many hands that apparently you need to hold your dust shoot in my life. Oh, this is zombies. I never even realized. I thought he's playing Diva Hero. I guess it's okay. Well, it is Diva Hero Zombies actually. This is a deck that I completely forgot existed.
Kind of fell off a bit.
And it's not even a bad deck. Like it's not even bad. Diva Hero Zombies, of all the zombie decks in the format, I do think that this is like the one. I don't really care for the instant zombie deck. Yeah, I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good. I just like, maybe it's me. I just like having Stratos as a starter and then Miracle Fusion as a bomb. But you know, I'm biased, right? I'm the guy. I'm a Hero Frog. Like I'm very biased towards Stratos and Miracle Fusion. So
I feel like you can only make your deck better by adding Stratos. You can't make it much worse.
You set the Dusher to hold it turn 1. I usually hold my Dusher turn 1. I like to hold my torrential to next game. Not next game. Sounds like you might be a fan of a deck that incorporates Stratos with Miracles and maybe some mid-range cards like Monarchs. And maybe some complementary frogs as well. That does sound like a good deck, Marcus. You got a list? No Molly, by the way. I have started to hold my Dushoot on the field until they attempt to get rid of it with MST or Raikou, and I just chain it. That is bad, by the way. If you're a good enough player, you just Dushoot and see your opponent's hand and win the game. Trying to be cute and get like extra out of it is so unnecessary. It is like the most egregiously unnecessary thing, and of course, like, you know, a lot of new players want that. They want the like, oh, you MST my Dushoot, or you heavy my Dushoot, or you Raikou my Dushoot, but like, more often than not, it is just really bad to hold Dushoot.
How do you feel about Dushoot Gores?
Dushoot Gores is good, but you also have to have like a really good reason. It can't just be because you just drew Dushoot and Gores together and you always set Dushoot and never activate until they like summon and attack you. Because you know what happens? You know what happens more often than them attacking you? They go fucking set, go. And now all of a sudden, you're sitting there looking fucking stupid because you don't know what those cards are. You're missing out on the most important part. If I open Dushoot, I'm just Dushooting you. Because I'm good enough I'm just gonna beat you. You're just gonna lose. You're going to lose the game. If I opened up Dushoot, I won. My win rate is like 99% if I open Dushoot.
No, I don't think that's true. I have all spells. You lose. -1.
I have a replay where I won through somebody opening up all spells and traps. I Dushooted them turn 1. I saw their hand. They still fucking died.
No,
I think actually it's a video. There's a video of this. It's a recent video too. We Dushooted the guy. He's playing, I'm pretty sure he's playing Gigavice. And they revealed all spells and traps. They typed LOL in chat, and then they died. That literally happened in a recent video. I think it was against, no, it wasn't against the Young Puds. I know we had that one video recently where like we ran into Young Puds at the end. He's obviously playing Gigavice. There was someone else I was playing against in a video, and I Dushooted them and they showed me 5 spells and traps. And then they still just lost. And like I was in no fear of losing that game, by the way. Even taking the -1. There was never a point in that duel where it was like, oh man, this is close. You can't let somebody good just know all your fucking cards. That's just not a thing. If you don't think you're that good, then yes, hold your Dushoot and then hopefully you get like extra or something. I don't know. But if you're good at the game, you don't have to hold Dushoot. You just win because you drew Dushoot and it's the most ignorant fucking card to open with. And you just beat your opponent because it's Dushoot. And you're hopefully playing a real deck. Because otherwise, what are we talking about? If your deck can't capitalize on it, then it doesn't matter. But like if I know your hand, you're dead. Like I'm sorry, you're just cooked. The hand info is just too good. Yeah, it's like, it is so unfair to just know someone's hand frame 1. And not for a minus either. Like it is straight up a 1-for-1 trade plus all your hand. And I might brick your hand too. Not that that's necessary, but it does help. But like a lot of, you don't even have to brick their hand. Like their hand could still be like, oh, you still have a play there. Look at that. Oh shit, zombies won game 1.
Yep, there was some Stratosex that occurred. Tag out for Laquari. What are we going for? We going to try to pop that back row and run into bottomless? Is it time?
It does look like it's time.
All right, let's see. Skill drain. Okay.
So now, I'm sure that Yugioh would like to get a Stardust on the field, although that's a little bit harder now with the skill drain already up. The skill drain Stardust is like crazy. Yeah, taking out somebody's play and then making them play how you want is really broken about Dust Shoot as well. That's how I won. That's how I won in Ultimate Time Wizard. The finals was literally me opening Dust Shoot, activating it immediately. I did not wait at all. I summoned Stratos, I searched my card, I set Dust Shoot against Oscar, and I set Mirror Force, and I said go, and I went Dust Shoot as soon as he drew. I saw his hand. I took away his Raikou. He had to go summon Greffer Pitch. He banished 2, he summoned Armwing, and I Mirror Forced him, and that was the game. He had to play the way I wanted him to play. Literally, it was just like, oh, you're dead. Dust Shoot is so fucking stupid. Like, I didn't have to wait for him to try to Heavy Storm or MST me. I was like, nope, I respect you too much. You're also a YCS champion. At the time, he was also an Ultimate Time Wizard champion before me too. So like, I was like, I know I have to just do what I gotta do. I'm gonna Dust Shoot you. I'm not trying to get cute. I'm not waiting. Like none of this. None of this. Just Dust Shoot frame 1. Oh, you look at that. Put your Raikou away. All right, what do you do now? Foolish. Nani? If you find yourself, let me say this, if you find yourself Dust Shooting your opponent, like you won the roll, or you get to go first, and you Dust Shoot your opponent, if you find yourself losing when you Dust Shoot your opponent often, if you find yourself losing those games often, you need to reevaluate your play. You just need to reevaluate. Like you are doing something wrong, I can assure you. If you are playing a real deck and you are opening Dust Shoot and your opponent has not taken a turn yet, and you find yourself losing often doing that, you are playing poorly. In general, you are playing poorly. Obviously, you know, it can happen, right? Some hands are just ridiculous and a Dust Shoot doesn't stop them at all, and like it actually just reveals that you're going to lose. But my point is that those hands are few and far in between. In Edison format, often Dust Shoot is game. All you got to do is play correctly, but Dust Shoot is very often game. It's supposed to be game. I don't know what the percent is. Somebody call up Red Gadget. But if you open up Dust Shoot, your win percentage should be, I'm just going to say it should be in the 90s, personally. Maybe high 80s, but I really feel like it's like, I feel like my win rate opening Dust Shoot is like in the 90s. I also played a real deck. I played the realist deck. So capitalizing on it is like very easy to do.
Trivial to capitalize on it.
Trivial. Light work. Light work. The lightest of work. Like, I think I so rarely drop a game where I open Dust Shoot that I can't remember the last time it's happened. That's how high the win rate is. Like, I can't even, because like I remember my losses pretty well. Opening Dust Shoot and losing is something that I would definitely remember. Like, I'll open up Dust Shoot and I actually lost that game. Like, I'm having a hard time even thinking of a time where I open up Dust Shoot. Like, I went first, open up Dust Shoot, and I fucking lost. Like, it is so hard to even like conceptualize it, because it does not really happen. No, I mean, I'm sure it's happened in modern Edison. It wasn't like 2010. Like, of course, I'm sure I'm sure, even though I'm not really sure, but I'm sure that I've lost a game opening Dust Shoot in Modern Edison. Like, I had to. Like, it's just unrealistic to be like, I've won every single game I opened up Dust Shoot. But I can't remember the loss, and that's what's like really stumping me right now. Like, I'm trying to, because I remember losses that are like unique. So like opening Dust Shoot and losing, I feel like I would remember that. Like, I saw this person's hand and like I fucking lost. You can rewind the stream. Fortunately, we are on YouTube and streams can be rewinded. If you're on a computer, you can just use the arrow keys to go back a couple quick seconds. That's what I do. Whenever I'm watching a stream, so I watch Smash Ultimate Tournament all the time, and like I'll watch them on my laptop in bed. And I'll just press the back arrow a couple times when I didn't see like how the game concluded or like some interaction, and I was like, what the fuck just happened there? And I just press that a couple times. And then you can just go back to live. Mind Control is actually kind of gross, and it's only a few decks can play this card in the main deck. It's Zombies and Diva Hero. I don't really know, maybe X-Sabers, but like X-Sabers is not that represented, even less than like these decks. But yeah, Mind Control, Blackwings can play it, but they don't often play it. I know AJT plays it specifically, but like I feel like most Blackwing players do not play Mind Control, even though that deck plays. Blackwings probably plays the most tuners out of any deck in the format, right? Am I tripping or am I accurate there? It plays Vayu, Gale,
they play
3 Blizzards.
4, and then the Vayu can sometimes be live.
Yeah, three Blizzard, some number of Vayu, usually 1 though, and then Gale. I feel like that's more tuners than like most decks. Now Vayu also plays Plague, Gale, and 3 Vayu. So like it also plays 5, but I think I would say it has less tuners because it never summons Vayu off of a guy that negates it, really. Whereas Blackwings genuinely does summon Vayu off of Shura and can synchro with it. My point is, because we're talking about Mind Control specifically here, so bringing up Vayu in Vayu Turbo is a nothing sandwich for the sake of this conversation. Whereas in Blackwings, Vayu is a real tuner in Blackwings.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Bruh.
That's a big Gores.
I did not see that coming. Oh, so he literally paid 1,000 to negate that. He deprisoned them all. He deprisoned on purpose and was like, okay, yo, this Gores is about to do the fucking most. That's such a crazy Gores, bro. That's such a crazy Gores. Dragon Turbo got 6 or 7 tuners. That's fair. 3 White Stones, 3 Debris, and sometimes Flame Guard.
Interesting enough getting rid of the Gores instead of the token.
I mean, the token has better stats. Oh, okay, nothing matters. Just raw dad.
Yeah. Welcome to nothing mattering.
So this is what I mean by I won't play a deck without I won't play a deck without blowouts. Look, this is why Marketing Control is not it for me. Just me, you like, if you want to play Marketing Control, fucking don't let me convince you not to. But like You just need these kind of. He just top decked this Dark Armor. He won the game because of it. You top decking Pot of Avarice does not guarantee that you're winning shit. Fuck shit. Me top decking Miracle Fusion and Hero Frogs, I will steal a game from you. You could have me down bad. I top deck Miracle Fusion and all of a sudden you're losing. You're losing bad too. I bring back Treatment Frog. I fucking slam Miracle on the table. Guess what? You're tight. You got 4 monsters or 3 monsters on the field. You're fucking tight. Zero doesn't care because if he dies, they all die. And he's big. He's attacking over the biggest one, and the rest of them going to get eat over in the next couple turns. And I get the turns to draw Caiuses and Substitutes and Dupe Blocks and shit. You need ignorant fucking cards in your deck. Anyway, in rant. Grand Finals. Who is it? Grand Finals is Spore versus Igera. Listen, you don't put Dark Armor in your deck not to draw it, okay? Where's Cairo at? He should be up by now, right? Where the hell's he at? He's probably listening to the stream. Hey, Cairo, get in here, queer.
Tell him about himself.
Grand Finals. All right, this is it, chat. This is the final, potentially 2 sets. Now, it's Spore versus Igera. Igera has a loss, so Spore right now has not lost. So Spore would have to be defeated twice for Igera to win this tournament. The winner gets $20 in the tournament winner roll. However, both of these players already have their invite to the Winners Ball, so they have successfully gatekept the invite from going to somebody who does not have it. It's actually funny. First, second, and third, Black Sanji had his invite as well. So like, first, second, and third straight up prevented anyone new from getting their invite for the IMNerd Winners Ball. They're beating the competition before it even gets there. Oh, here we go. Does shoot. Oh, but it's not like
Fufu does shoot.
Yeah, it's not literally like turn 1 does shoot, but early enough that it is going to be very impactful. Speaking of Trusty Dusty, that's right, Trusty Dusty. I'm gonna start calling it that. I got a super dust shoot too. Trusty Dusty. That turbo comment still got me fucked up though. The funny part is that they were just like, it's called mocking a turbo on Format Library. That shit is nowhere to be found, bro. That shit is nowhere to be found. It is called mocking control. Like, that was the craziest part. People wake up every day and lie.
I just want to know what part of Pot of Avarice makes a turbo.
I don't know.
I didn't know when Pot of Avarice got classified as a turbo card. A card that literally says you need 5 monsters in the graveyard to use it. You know how hard it, like, even for decks that are designed to do it, you know how hard it is to get 5 monsters in the graveyard if you're not just playing frogs?
Yeah.
How do you get 5 monsters in the graveyard in a single turn to ever consider it being turbo?
Frogs is really one of the only decks that like
Dragons only gets 5 monsters in the graveyard with a single card in their deck in a single turn.
Yeah.
And it's not even good to use it right there, so you can't turbo your you can't turbo with your Avarice that turn anyway. I just love a card that literally says it's illegal to play it until you have 5 monsters in your graveyard. And we're calling that turbo nowadays. That boy ain't right. See, the thing about Vayu Turbo as well is that Vayu Turbo is a deck where it just gets Vayus in the grave with Greffers and Raikos, but like Vayu Turbo doesn't get fucking 5 monsters in the graveyard, so they can't even turbo with that card.
But you can absolutely understand exactly why that deck is called Vayu Turbo, though. Like,
yeah, that one makes way more.
Yeah, because what Vayu does to you in the early game sometimes makes it definitely like it. I would never argue against Vayu Turbo being called it, obviously, and you're not. But I'm saying for people wondering, like, why is it not Machina Turbo and why is it Vayu Turbo and they're both playing Hamstrike Okai? It's because one of the decks literally fucking kills you in its first battle phase. That's just like a thing that it can do. And it's not even like some, honestly, it's not even that hard. It's not. Between Dark Armed and Brain Control and Burial, like Vayu really do be killing people in the first battle phase, second battle phase. Like people just be dying. Like I'm people. So tomorrow, I just want to remind everybody while we're here, we have over 120 people watching. Tomorrow is Format Library's last chance qualifiers are happening this weekend. So there's one Saturday. Just put this right here for a second. There's one Saturday, just like we did last weekend. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming the one tomorrow though. I have something else to do, but I want to stream the one on Sunday. So most likely like 90%, I will be streaming the one on Sunday morning. But these are the last 2 chances to qualify for Worlds, and Worlds is next weekend, so like the 13th. And I'll be streaming that, of course. Do you like Vayu Turbo or Nitro better? I have no idea. I don't play either of those decks enough to really have a opinion on that, Matthew. And that's just me being completely honest. So Nitro came out in September at RBT Chicago, an event that I was at. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play against it. I did tell the guys who topped with it that I really, really wanted to play against them. Just to see like what Forgs, because I was playing Froggo TK, I wanted to see like how Froggo TK holds up against that deck. I played against 4 Vayus that weekend already. And so I really wanted to play against it, but I didn't get to. Unfortunately, I got paired against the winner, and the deck that was main decking DD Crow, funnily enough. And I only did like 1 video with Nitro Vayu, I think, on the channel. Like me and Kenny did like 1 video. So I don't really have an opinion on Vayu Turbo with Raikos and Vayu Turbo with the Nitro build. I don't really know, anything. And the Vayu build is so proven that it would be hard for me to believe that it's not just the better deck, but like. Again, I don't really have a strong opinion either way. This music is from Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Is that a real Stardust? I'm assuming it is, right? It is, yeah. I actually kind of want to play a deck that makes real Stardust often, like Diva Hero or Diva Zombies. I really do like the gameplay of just getting a Stardust on the field and then being annoying. I guess DEI Dragons is good at that too, because it plays like Dandelion and Debris. Gemini's in the finals is wild. I agree. But Spore is a very, very good player. So I'm not surprised. I did not know that Spore was playing Dragon's Mirror. What is this build? Spore, you gotta come on, teach me how to cook, bro. The door is open. The door is open. You gotta come back.
The door is open.
The door is open because like he's already come on, teach me how to cook once. I don't even remember what deck we played. Was it Gigavice? It might have been Gigavice. I'm not sure. But you gotta come back. Like what is this? Because like he really is in winner's side grand finals right now.
Yeah, he's just been kind of coasting through the bracket. I've just been playing Hearthstone on the side, and I'm just watching him. And he's just like, however, the fusion, yeah, it banishes. I think it's just like Miracle Fusion, but for just Dragon Fusion monsters.
Oh, that was.
Spell,
remember how I was talking about broken top decks?
The Raptinus is just it's kind of an insane card in that one cute little deck that was like the fucking Gemini FTK.
Oh yeah.
With Gigavice, Raptinus, and the little burn Toon guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Cannon
I forgot
Soldier,
about
Toon Cannon Soldier.
I forgot about Garden Cat. Yeah, it was Garden Cat. I love the fact it just straight up Kenny, huh? Just Kenny.
Yeah, just straight up Kenny. No shame either.
Yeah.
Just literally no shame on saying Kenny.
Like perfect punctuation, Kenny, comma. Are you playing standard or are you playing battlegrounds? Question mark. Like just perfect, everything. Like all the grammar's there.
I'm actually playing Wild. I am playing Wild format.
Stango is my favorite Kenny out of the two Kennys. I love that. That is actually, Kiki, you're my kind of person, bro. Your humor is, that's really good humor right there. Stango is my favorite Kenny out of the two Kennys. Oh, that's actually so good. I'm petting that. It's like, what? This comment is actually so fucking good. How do I copy? Can I copy this? I guess I just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. That's such a good comment.
Very good.
Yeah, you won comment of the day. I might start doing that. Like, that's comment of the day for me.
Comment of the day, your comment gets pinned to the top of the chat.
Yeah, like, that's comment of the day, bro. They do not sound the same. That, like, what you're not going to do is gaslight. Like, they just don't sound the same. It's one they are cousins. They are literally blood cousins. But, like, they don't sound the same. You could even be like, oh, they look alike or whatever. And I would accept it even though they don't. But I would accept that more. But, like, sounded like is crazy. Sounded like is crazy. Until they were brothers. Hydro, shut up. They just don't sound the same. All right, we need some better, like, the music right now is a little dry. Where is, there's the one song I like playing. Ah, here we go. Here we go, get the heart. Need that heart. This is gonna get really bad if this soldier connects. Okay. Well, not anymore. 500. That is such a good answer.
We love good answers.
Is that fucking solemn? Yeah, I feel like when you think this long, it's like, okay. It can only be... I mean, it could be other stuff too, actually, but...
Let's be for real.
See, it could be other stuff.
Let's just be sincere with ourselves.
It could be other stuff.
You know? Sincerity is all we're asking for.
Oh, this is a question I had. When a Gemini monster is equipped with Supervise and it becomes an effect monster, if Supervise goes away, does it lose that distinction?
I think it does.
It must, because the way he just MST'd that, it certainly must, right? I've always wondered this, because I don't play Supervised decks. Because, like, Supervised resolved on the Gemini Soldier. It wasn't like he chained it to the activation of Supervise. Oh, Supervise only considers it. Okay. It becomes an effect monster. Well, no, it says it becomes an effect monster, though. This is very confusing for me, because in my head, once it becomes an effect monster, I don't see it going back to being a normal monster, but I don't fucking make the rules. Yu-Gi-Oh's bullshit with rules, so whatever Konami said, apparently. Not a moving shit. What's that card that you guys be playing in the drafting, Stengo? The one that you roll dice and if the monster's in that zone or something, they get popped?
Oh, fucking,
Needle Wall?
Needle Wall.
Is that how it works?
Needle Wall.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, so it's roll a die, and if you roll a 6, you re-roll, and then you pop monster zones from left to right, or no, right to left.
Sure. But yeah, it pops something in the zone, so you moving that could fuck up my Needle Wall.
Yep.
Put that back.
Show the chat Needle Wall.
Yeah, I will.
Give him Needle Wall. Chat, look at this card. I need y'all to cook up a deck using this card. I need that in my life. Take a look.
Once per turn, during your standby phase, roll a 6-sided die. Treat your opponent's monster zones as numbers 1 through 5, counting from your right. And destroy the monster that is in the same monster card zone as the result. And the result is 6, roll again. So.
They were doing the most to Don's Luke.
They
Don's
were.
Luke was fucking going through it.
Yeah. Him and Marauding Captain. Marauding Captain got a lot of fuck shit too. But Don, look at the situations Don be in. Like, you know, I actually don't know what's happening in Dust Shoot. Like, what's happening here? Oh, he's just falling through a trap. I never really noticed what was going on in this card, like, ever.
Can I get a zoom up on Dust Shoot? He doesn't even look distressed with this happening, though. Does he look distressed?
Yeah, he's distressed. Look at him. Look at the teeth. He's like, shit.
It looks like he's just prepared to me.
Oh,
I see
wait.
preparation there.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
You think that's... Oh yeah, you think you're him? Yeah, you think you're doing it good? I think you're doing it terrible.
Oh, shit. How was that not exactly what he's doing?
Take a look. Take a look at this. Let me send this to you. This is a better... Oh wait. Let me do it this way. No.
Oh shit.
There's the link.
That's literally what he's doing.
There's the link. There's a link right there. Click that link. That gives you nice up close and personal. He looks prepared for whatever bullshit is down there.
No, he doesn't. He looks fucking terrified.
No, chat, does he look prepared? He looks prepared to me.
His pants are up to his chest. I see an accurate 1-1 depiction in my eyes. He looks like your mom. The glasses are lower on his nose.
Yo, speaking of Don Zalug art type, the Dark Scorpions, how come like every Dark Scorpion card, Konami was just on some bullshit. They were just printing the worst cards ever.
Yeah.
There's like a Dark Scorpion trap where you need all like fucking 4 of them in your hand to like summon them all or some shit like that, and they can attack directly this turn or some shit.
Yeah.
It's
I wanted
like-
that. The kid that played Yu-Gi-Oh! I wanted that card to be playable so bad. Like Kid Frazier wanted that to be playable so bad, bro.
Monet is actually good. I play Monet in our little draft cream circuit that me and Luke do.
Yeah, Monet is not terrible. I forget what she does, but she's not bad. I know she's 1,000 and 1,800 defense, I think.
Yeah, she essentially just she searches on battle damage.
Yep, that's well,
The
that's
other Dark Scorpion cards.
definitely not bad. Chick the Yellow was limited? What the fuck? I forget what Chick the Yellow does. I know what it looks like. It's like a little guy. He's like, with
You can like
the
look at
blonde
your
hair.
top draw and like either change it or bin it to the bottom. I think that's what Chick does. Let me know if I'm tripping, chat, but I believe that's what it does. Not Cliff. Chick the Yellow.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, because nobody really cares about like the game, right?
Oh no, Chick is a compulse. Oh, but the other effect is what? Oh, it has 2 effects. Okay. Oh, okay. I
Whoa,
see, I
this
see.
effect sounds wild. When this card inflicts damage, you can activate one of these. Oh, it has 2 different effects. Target one card in the field, return it, or look at the top card of their deck. Okay. I thought it did both of those things, and I was like, that's a little bit much.
Too rich for your blood.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say this, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's playable all of a sudden, but like, it's significantly better if it did both. This game got so complicated, and I feel like complicated games favor the Gemini deck. My man is about to win a tournament with straight up Geminis. Like no BS, no gigavice, just straight up, I'm playing Geminis. Frazier said he was doing the jank circuit, and I'm starting early.
I'm starting early.
Solemn, bitch. That is such an interesting trap stun. Now, my question, chat, is can you use Ultimate Offering now? Or like you flip Ultimate Offering, Chain Link 1, right? Flipping it is Chain Link 1, right? And then they go Trap Stun. Or no, they go Dust and you go Trap Stun. Can you be like, okay, I guess you can't do that. Because I guess when you flip it, you have to choose if you're going to use it immediately or not. And if you don't, you just can't use it, that whole chain. Or you can? Chain Link 4. Ooh. Take my Raza.
Take my Raza.
Take my Raza. He can't compulse. Is this the same turn with the trapstone? Oh, wait. Fuck. Is this all the same turn? Oh, no? Alright, I'm just gonna ignore my traps. Alright, cool. I'm ignoring. Alright, cool.
Get to ignore it.
Cool.
It's time to ignore it.
Cool. Don't mind me. Cool. I'm the coolest. So this card is ridiculous. Once per turn, this card would be destroyed by battle. It is not destroyed. If this card battles, after damage calc, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Gemini monster from your deck. Brandon Crank! Shout out to Brandon Crank. I used to watch a show called Crank Yankers.
I think I know what show you're talking about.
Skill drain. Skill drain. Get drained. I have to get up so early tomorrow. Plague. Synchro summon. I like how there's a Gaia for like everything. There's like a Gaia effect monster. There's a Gaia normal monster. There's a Gaia fusion. There's a Gaia link. There's a Gaia synchro. There's a Gaia Xyz. I'm assuming there's a Gaia pendulum.
Assuming? Let's find out. I don't think there is, though.
I'm just turning into the stream right now, so if you've already addressed this for disregard, but any updates to the roles of the Jank tournament? What do you mean the roles? What does that mean? Stardust seeing
no
major
Gaia
play.
pendulum.
Oh, there is no Gaia pendulum? Okay.
There is a Gaia Link monster, though.
Yep, I said that.
Oh, you knew that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like when they come out with a different color card, they usually make a Gaia for it. Evil Hero Gaia. Gaia Dragon Charger also has 2600 attack. Gaia Drake. This is a fusion, but there was already a fusion Gaia in the very first or second pack of Yu-Gi-Oh. Gaia Knight. There's a lot of cards with the name Gaia, funnily enough. Gaia Stream. Yeah, Gaia the Fierce Knight is the very first. Gaia the Dragon Champion. A very early card. Also, if you have this card first edition, you're rich. Alright, sorry, I'm missing a lot of the game. I'm gonna do them both. What is the most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh card you ever owned? I guess it would be the prize card for winning YCS Atlanta. What are they worth now, the Dragon Lords? Or not Dragon Lords, the Dark Fairies, sorry. I've also owned the Minerva as well. So I also owned a Blood Mephist. So it just has to be some prize card that I won playing Yu-Gi-Oh at some point. But I assume that my ultra rare prize card for winning Atlanta, well, it was 3 of them. I'm assuming that they're worth more than a Super Minerva. I don't know if they're worth more than the Ultra Blood Mephist. So I won an Ultra Blood Mephist like way back when. What the fuck just happened? Oh, okay, they have to play again. Cool. All right. Here's the true grand finals, chat. Now, Spore has a loss. The rules for the Jank tournament are going to be the same as Edison rules. Like, we're not changing the rules at all.
Rule is you play Jank.
The giant JD I won, I sold for $6,000, and I don't think that that is more than the Dark Fairies that I won, or the Blood Mephist. Might not even be worth more than the Minerva. This is abusive, by the way. Like, this is just straight up abusive. This is an abusive relationship. Yep, he's not even going to attack with the Stardust. This is just an abuse. I've seen this before. You've seen this before?
This is a nice little shuffle.
This is the Cairo shuffle right here.
Yep, I've seen this shuffle a handful of times.
Somebody wake that queer up.
And not double Stardust.
You mean 00 or?
Or yeah.
Yeah, he got cooked.
Slip.
That wasn't even. So Igera is 1 game away from winning tonight's tournament after coming from losers bracket. That was fast, dude. Like, they won game 3 of the last set, and then they just fucking steamrolled game 1 of this set. Shit was not close. I'm cooked. And honestly, because I need to do my Japanese lesson and I kind of need to go to bed at a decent hour tonight to get up early, I'm not even mad at this.
Yeah, this works for you?
This does work for me a little bit. A little pop will work for me. Are you a Kanye West fan? I used to be. Used to be a huge Kanye fan. Now this is just a gym shirt for me at this point. I mean, I have so many t-shirts. It's so God. I need to give a lot of clothes away, honestly. I need to what should I? Okay, I have a lot of time off this month because it's like Christmas and New Year's and all that. I think during that week where I'm just like not working, I'm going to gather a huge trash bag of clothes and just donate it, because I donated 3 or 4 bags of clothes to a bunch of different places in the summer, and I thought that I was like, oh man, I did so good because like I got rid of a lot of clothes in this apartment, and I just feel like I still have so many, so I need to do it again. I just need to do like another sweep. Yeah, Yeezus merch is really good. Evolution, shut your fucking mouth. Shut your absolute fucking mouth. Some lucky kid getting Balenciaga at the Goodwill. No, see, that's the thing. When I say give away clothes, though, I don't mean like give away my good shit. Like, not that the clothes that I give away are bad, but they're like... So I used to dress very differently when I worked in corporate America and in the office 5 days a week. Like a lot of J. Crew, a lot of Banana Republic, you know, that type of stuff. Like I have a lot of that type of stuff that I really don't wear anymore. I really don't touch that stuff anymore. But like, I don't think there's anything from Balenciaga or like Saint Laurent or Prada that I'm giving away. That shit is, I pay too much damn money. Oh yeah, the black Prada tie. Yeah, I got the black Prada tie for my birthday. My friend, shout out to my friend Will. My friend Will bought me the black Prada tie for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago. I feel like it was 2022. It was 2 or 3 years ago. I know that back then it was $400. I feel like now that tie has gone up. Like I feel like I checked some Prada stuff recently and it was like everything was more expensive than it used to be. I mean, inflation just really hit luxury clothing like crazy. Okay, it's $420, so it's actually not that much more than it used to be. The tie used to be, it was $400 when he bought it for me, so like it has not actually gone up much. This is the tie that he bought me. But yeah, this is $420, so it's actually not going up. It's going up $20, which is like whatever. I expect things to go up $20 if they're like a couple years. At least that type of stuff. Yeah, that tie, I mean, it's the tie that I put on when I mean business. It is definitely a tie of all time. It's also kind of funny because now everyone's wearing quarter zips. And like, I feel like that tie with a quarter zip will go really hard. So I might have to pull that look off soon. That's been my go-to tie for weddings. Yeah, I think it's a great tie for weddings. I mean, it's a statement piece. Like it's such a statement. I'm going to grab, hold on, let me grab something.
The prison on Stardust. He finally got. Stardust down.
So, oh, let me put my headphones back in. So one of my favorite Prada things that I've ever bought, and it's wintertime, so I only get to use this stuff at this time, but I have this like Prada beanie. I have this Prada beanie, and I also have the matching scarf. And this scarf has like a pocket, like with a zipper. Like, look at this. You can like put shit inside the scarf. Like my scarf can hold, I can put like AirPods, put them in the scarf. Chapstick, put it in the scarf.
Wallet, scarf.
Dark Magician of Chaos, put it in the scarf. And then you put it in the scarf. You know, it's your nice little Prada scarf. There you go. Pull up the little thing. It's a nice little. And look, you don't know what I got in here. I got cool shit in this scarf. How many people can say they got shit in their scarf? I got cool shit in here. You don't know what I got in here. Let me pull some on my scarf. Hold on, wait. You're not ready for this. Hold on. Chapstick. Ooh. Wait, hold on. You're not ready for this. Hold on. What's in my scarf? Hold on. AirPods. Cha. Hold on, wait. You're not ready for this. Hold on. Wait.
Now you're dead.
Dark Magician. Around the scarf.
I got something else in the scarf. Gun.
I knew that was coming. I fucking knew if I didn't say it, I felt like somebody was gonna say it. Just pull the fucking gun out the scarf. But yeah, I actually wore this. I wore this hat.
I got the 9 in the scarf too.
Don't pull out the 9. I got this hat and this scarf, and I wore them today because it was fucking freezing today. This is like 2 of my warmest things. But I checked the price. Not intentionally, but I was on the Prada website last night, and I was like, oh, I'm in the scarf section. Let me see if they dropped any more scarves or any hats. And then I saw that the price of the scarf and the hat went up since I bought it. Like when I bought them, I think they were like 500 each. And now they're just more. Also, it looks like Spore is coming back.
Is that
Or,
fair to say they're coming back?
never mind. Heavy for it all. I'm heavy for it all. Oh, just to see. Okay, all right. Here we go. Game 6. This is the final game. This is the final game. This is it.
Finale.
No more games. Bigly. We're gonna do it bigly. Pull a whole deck out of your scarf. Put it in the scarf. Clip that. Yu-Gi-Oh card, put it in the scarf. Would you rather have to dress like a bum for a year or use an Android for a year? I would rather dress like a bum for a year. That's literally just me wearing Balenciaga. Like, dressing like a bum for a year is actually super easy. What's the trend with the upside down logo on the hat? I don't know if this is a trend per se, but this is just like a hat brand that I like, and I have like a lot of these hats. Stratos. Yeah, no, it is definitely it's definitely like a thing, James. I don't know if I'd classify it as a trend because I feel like the upside down hat thing has been going on for years now. Like it definitely has. Not even that. Oh, Stratos plus that shoot, chalked, cooked. Chat. This is a prime example of what I was talking about earlier. This game, I promise you, this game will not last long, or it can last long all at once. I would be very surprised if Yugioh does not win this game. Like, very surprised. Dust offering reinforced truth spark.
Reinforced truth and spark sound pretty good.
Yeah. Fraser's either rich or in extreme credit card debt. I'm in neither of those things. I'm neither of those things. I'm neither rich or in extreme credit card debt. I actually pay my credit card off every single month. I have a 800 credit score, so I pay my credit card off. I get my statement. I pay my full credit card off every single month, literally. Yeah, I don't do like credit debt. Like that's not real because like paying interest on your credit card is fucking stupid. It's just no reason to do that. Like I'd never pay interest. 800 credit card score. Keep talking dirty. Listen, man, I got Credit Karma on my phone. I got Credit Karma on my phone. Intuit Credit Karma is logging me in with my face. Log me in with my face. I hate all the fucking pop-ups that they have when you first log in here. And then they try to sell you on a bunch of credit cards and shit. You can get this American Express Gold card. You can get this American Express Platinum card. It has an annual fee of $800. Like, why the fuck? I use my card for all purchases, then pay it off at the end of the month and collect the free points. Exactly. I use my card for literally everything. It's on Apple Pay, so I just double click the side of my phone. I pay for all my purchases with my phone, and then I pay my bill at the end of the month. It's the simplest way to live my life. And all my bills are on auto pay, so like all utilities and internet and like Apple Music, whatever subscription services you got, Pornhub, all that shit's on auto pay. I downloaded Rocket Money to try it out last year. I now get like 200 plus credit card ad emails per week. That is awful. No, I literally just work and I don't have children and I don't have a significant other, so all my money is mine, so it makes it very easy for me to do like basically whatever I want. Like I can be completely irresponsible with my money, even though I'm not, but like I can be because I just don't have anyone relying on me to live. Pornhub asked me if I wanted to sign up with my Google account the other day. Yeah, see, they're getting a little too comfortable. They never asked me that shit. And immortal words of Fraser, I've been using Apple Pay like Apple is paying for the stuff. Exactly. I do not drink beer. No. Ojama Hub premium member. Ojama Hub could go so hard as like an actual Discord server for Ojama enthusiasts. Paying for the hub is diabolical. It is. I actually, during the pandemic though, I did subscribe to a couple OnlyFans creators. Like when we were all indoors and like OnlyFans was really popping off, there were definitely a couple people that I saw their Twitter and I was like, you know what? You can get this $8. Like you can get this $8. I am not going to miss this $8. You know what the trick is for subscribing to OnlyFans? You got to see how much media they have. If you go to someone's OnlyFans and there's only like 5 videos, don't get that OnlyFans. Wait until they build up like over 100+ videos on their page and then it's worth it. That's the trick I've learned over the years. It's like if they're starting out, I'm not going to be your first supporter. I'm sorry. I don't care how good you look. I don't care how nice your body parts are. I'm just not subscribing to your OnlyFans if you're like 5 videos in. You got to show, like, I like when I see the number says like 423. They got 423 videos and 500 photos. I'm like, okay, sure. $8, you got it. Only pumps. Only pumps is crazy. Oh no. Anyways, value effect. Anyways, value F. Only frogs. And only frogs could be a great name for the frog server. Is baby Big Daddy Pump about to break the internet? This guy at my job's daughter has one, and you gotta think how much therapy he's had to go to. Yeah, that does sound I like, you know, I don't really try to judge people for what they do to make money or their professions or whatever, but like if you gave me a choice, I would like my child to not have to do OnlyFans for money. I would like, you know, I would hope that I made decisions in my life so that my child doesn't have to do OnlyFans. If you choose for your child to do OnlyFans, you're sick. Exactly. So Fraser definitely doesn't pick Dot daughter. Oh, if the Dot, is it Dot daughter versus a gay son? See, like that question is not really fair for me to answer though, because I'm gay. So like, I don't really think it's fair for me to be like, oh, Dot daughter or gay son, because I think like I'm fine. At least as far as I can tell. Some of these creators getting 80 mil a year though. Yeah, but that's like the 0.0001% of all creators on the platform, right? That's how you sell the dream to people though, you know? Like you sell you're like, oh well, like Bad Bobby made 80 million last year. It's like, okay, but you are going to show your titties and not make 80 million. You're going to make $5, and then now Jim has pictures of your titties forever. And I work with Jim. Dot daughter or straight son? A straight son is dangerous. A stray sun is so dangerous.
Right Sun's been getting into all kinds of mischief for many years.
Yeah, stray sun is like actually really terrifying in 2020. I think I'm gonna go with the dot daughter. Dot daughter for $25, Eric.
Because sometimes a hoe can be turned into a housewife.
Yeah.
She might be fattening up, but you know, maybe she, you know,
look at Kim.
Finds Jesus. They often find Jesus in the end.
Listen, Kim became a stand-up woman. She's becoming a lawyer, or she is a lawyer, or she's becoming a lawyer. You know, she did that sex tape all those years ago, and like, oh god, no, Naughty Gara losing. No, now I'm opening the shoot and losing. No. Although he is playing fucking zombies, so like, yeah. Kim found Yeezus is amazing. Right. That's like saying Shohei Ohtani makes 500 million per year, get your kid into baseball. Not per year, but like his contract is like $800 million or some shit. Imagine doing OnlyFans and it fizzles. Everyone see you doing the deed and you ain't rich. Yeah, I do feel like OnlyFans is very tricky because at some point when you start OnlyFans, you're not making money. Like, not real money, right? So like there's a period where you're showing everything and you're just not really raking it in yet. Holy shit, Sport actually won a game where the opponent opened up Stratos, Dushu, Igera. You threw, bro. I didn't watch a single play of that duel, but you threw, bro. You threw. You had to throw. Bro, that's embarrassing. You opened up Stratos plus Dushu and you threw, bro. You threw, bro.
Putting it on him, huh?
You threw, bro. Anyway, Sport, shout out to you. Actually, the cool thing about this is that I can just get Spore's deck. Because I have the power. Chat, I have the power.
E-man.
Honestly, hold on. Let me see if Spore just wants to teach me how to cook, because then we could just save this. Teach me how to cook part 2, because we already did part 1. Would be an honor again. Okay, perfect. I'm not going to show your deck list on stream yet then. I'm going to wait to teach me how to cook, and then we can you know, show it there and talk about how you won this tournament, because you blatantly cooked this tournament. But yeah, Julian, if you don't mind coming on a second time, I really would love to have you. So Crops, I need your Ojamas, and Spore, I need your Geminis. And those 2 decks are going to be playable in the jank circuit, although there will be some changes, but like they'll be playable. Misplay game 3. If I don't summon Prodigy first, I win. I knew it. I knew you threw. I knew you threw. Yeah, I knew you threw. Yep. Because you opened up Stratos Dust Shoot. But you know what? No one has matchup experience against Geminis, so. Spore is very good. Spore, if you're still here, did you win a tournament? I feel like earlier in the chat you said something about you won. Did you win with Machina Control? Like a major? You won like an Ultimate Time Wizard or something? Chat, I can't even tell you how. Did you hear how many questions I had? Oh, Spore won an Ultimate Time Wizard? Okay. Oh, you're the guy that won Leo. I didn't even. Bro, when we did our Teach Me How to Cook video, I don't think I said that. I don't think I even brought that up, because I didn't know, and I don't think you said anything.
Disrespectful.
The fact that we're both Ultimate Time Wizard champions, bro. 11-0 with Machina. Bro, I watched your deck profile. Spore, I actually watched your deck profile. Hold on, let me go to YouTube. Let me pull up YouTube. Ultimate Time Wizard Leo, first place. All right. Is this you?
Okay, what's up guys, it's Lux and today I'm with Jean V. And what did you do last
No, wait,
week?
no, this is not you. No, this says Value Turbo. Why did I even click that? I swear I saw a deck profile. Look at this cute boy. That's such a cute man. Why? Where? What is going on? What is this? Oh, I did watch that. Oh, I watched part of it. I swear I saw, hold on. YCS Leo, or Ultimate Time Wizard Leo, Mocking Control. Oh, there you are.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Team Goppo zu einem neuen Deck-Profile von der 275. Weiß vor uns. Und ja, möchtest du dich kurz vorstellen, möchtest du irgendwas zu dir sagen?
Nee, nicht viel.
Oh, Spores, you're handsome too. Look at that. Look at Spore.
Ja, ich habe Machina Control habe ich gespielt.
Also, Spore calls it Machina Control, bro. It's Machina Control. If the winner of an Ultimate Time Wizard calls it Machina Control, bro, it's fucking Machina Control, not Machina Turbo. I hate y'all. Anyway, Spore is a goated duelist. He actually won an Ultimate
Bringen wir
Time
auch direkt
Wizard.
ins Deck-Profile nach 11 Runden Swiss, nach 8 Runden Swiss und 3 Runden Tops musste er auch.
Das ist jetzt ziemlich
Kannst du am besten einmal rumdrehen, dann können wir die besser sehen.
Also Standard spielen gezogen. Also man möchte hier die Fortress abschmeißen oder Mill. Ja, mit 3 Rüko zusammen das Deck. Ja, ist halt wichtig, dass die Fortress 2 Kaius, ist gut mit Hamster zusammen. Was Kaius kann auch zur Not für Fortress extra wichtig, um irgendwelche Sachen zu machen. Ja, ist broken hat, wenn man einmal ins Grind geht, reinmischen, irgendwas drehen. Ja, Charge, Storm, ja. Und Brain. Zweimal BTA ist Standard, wichtig gegen Blackwing, gegen alles eigentlich. Zweimal Deep Prison. Ja, auch Standard gegen Aggro-Matchups. Ich habe 2 Legacy gespielt. Ja, oft um deine richtige Backrow zu beschützen und Gegner erwarten das auch nicht in Machina, eher in Blackwing und dann
hätte ich auch nicht vermutet.
Hat man auch nur
Not Sackface coming in. Who's cute? You know who the fuck is cute, Sackface?
Oder ist ja kein Blackwing
You
oder
know who the fuck is cute?
Und dann
Look at
haben
him.
auch öfter Leute die geschossen und haben dann Minus gemacht.
I mean, you're cute too, Sackface, but you're not Spore cute.
Ja, er ist die höchsten Gothams habe ich geplayt.
Anyway, chat. Okay, all right. What time is it? 11:17. All right, so I'm going to end the stream here. Spore is going to come on Teach Me How to Cook Part 2 with his Gemini deck that he just won with. Also, congrats, Spore, for winning an Ultimate Time Wizard. I didn't even fucking know, and I had you on the channel, and you didn't even say anything. I swear we did not talk about this at all. I don't think we talked about this literally at all. So, you know, shout out to you for being goated. But yeah, guys, next year, don't forget the Jank series, the Jank IMNerd Jank Circuit series is coming. And we're going to be banning a lot of decks so that the bad decks can shine like Gemini's. So like we're going to have fucking no birds, no frogs, no GBs, no light sworn. Like it's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice. So the official ban list will come out at the beginning of next year, and then we'll start running like locals, and then we'll do a major type thing or like a big tournament for it. If enough people want to actually play it. It's going to be very interesting though. But anyways, let me see if there's anything in chat that I missed. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds German. Yeah, he's obviously German. Yep. Julian Weidman, I think is his name. 3/4 man's nuts. Yep. 3/4 is reborn. Fraser, are you going to compete in real life redo major? I don't think so. I don't play redo format. Nice stream. I need to find someone who looks at me like Fraser looks at Spore. Shut up. All right. I'm smitten. Spore. I'm smitten. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.